we're live. Just like that.
Uh,
It's
uh,
how it works around here.
uh,
Now that I've made the DM sad before the
fuck
session,
you.
I've won.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Fun times at the Depression Mansion. Welcome back. Yada yada. Session 84. Read it,
0.5.
boys. No.
If
Yes.
you are joining us from the princess's chat, welcome.
Oh my
She's
god.
gonna be playing with us
Oh,
next week.
shut
Cat on catnip. Yes.
Thank you,
Yes,
Patrick.
cats on catnip. There are many
Thank-
cats on catnips.
Yes.
So,
Oh my
We
god.
endorse cats abusing
shut up.
drugs.
Last session, we have left the party once again in the city of Ivory Rook, right after being defeated by Valerie, one of Hex Colwell's henchmen. The group heavily underestimated their enemy, which led them to fall one by one under the fire that the assassin would throw onto them. This defeat, however, came with a unique opportunity, as a strange elven figure transported them in the plane of shadows. This man, whose name was later discovered to be Lucastar, offered the party the opportunity to take on a difficult path for them to gain more of a high ground when they inevitably end up meeting the assassin again. This path directs them towards the Tangled Lakes, a secluded, magically bound area in the near Ekem, where they would meet a creature who shouldn't belong to the material plane, a divinity called Revishta, whose origins are far from the planes of existence they are connected to Aclorth. The god is said to represent entropy, winter, famine, natural disasters, and other domains that could be connected to not so welcoming events. However, Lucasjar told the party that this creature would be the one of the very few ways of defeating their current foe. During the conversation with the strange elf, the party found out the connection between Valerie and Kiran, a connection that is not so easily broken, requiring a direct attack to the god of fate rather than his servant. He also explained that if she was to die, she'd come back, while Luca would return to his rest to never return and never give the party an inside ally. After the unfortunately swift discussion, the party had finished off the meeting with Luca, gifting them the key to get in contact with Vishta and a little bit of a head start to escape the grips that Valerie had over the city. Later, that same day, the group joined to discuss on the immediate future of what they need to do, with Chance trying to find out what place he hid one of his family's stones in his past life, and the rest of the group having the opportunity to stock up and to prepare for another long journey. That night, Eric had the opportunity to join Christine, a student of the local Academy of Arts. This date allowed him to get in contact with the Princes of Oshil, Deborah and Jason Este, while at the same time finding a strange creature that was behind the kidnapping of various people, which apparently belonged to the Dragonfly. So, we are in the evening as you, Eric, I assume you're here because you muted yourself for a second.
Dogs
Okay.
are retarded. I'm going to kill.
I heard.
Hmm.
I heard.
Commit any damage to any animal, but
Just get them
the
set
video
cap-
game, I'll just kill all of them.
Oh my god. So yeah, you are there as you see this plaque um, showing property of the dragon, or rather, it's the basically it describes that it was being built by the dragonfly some time ago, and as you have defeated this creature, you see the girl that you saved that is still, or rather, you hear the steps on the stone, on the cobblestone of the streets of her running away. You see that from like the whole area, like the whole um, carcass of this creature that is being scattered throughout the area where you are in right now seems to be almost white hot, as it seems to be not in flames but quickly reaching a point of melt as you hear this sizzling of these pieces that and you feel a little bit of a surge of adrenaline as you just destroyed this creature with little to no effort, and all the pieces get completely destroyed, or rather melt away, and you feel that your bracers feels a little bit heavier. And that's it.
Did the black
The plague
QA.
did not melt away. Only the pieces that you could assume you've directly hit.
Cool. Well, in that case, I'm gonna go help the girl back to the academy or whatever.
Yeah, easily enough. Eventually, you reach her. As you can see that she's a little bit afraid of you, and you can see that as you're getting closer to her, she doesn't really seem like she's like a little bit frozen in place. As despite your low insight, you can clearly tell that something's very wrong with her.
With her. I can do things because I am, in fact, a paladin.
Make me an insight check to do a thing.
Ah, yes. 5. Yes, 5 indeed.
Yeah.
I can't. Can I detect poison with the thing sense? I can't. Never mind. I'm just gonna. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Just I will get going. As like you can see that she shrugs it off for a second, and she doesn't even say anything as she turns around and she keeps running.
Do you look like she looked at me with fear?
Yes,
Okay. So you said
she seems very frightened.
I missed a bit of a part because I almost broke the window when I closed it. But I missed the part that got to you see things hot.
You've you've seen all the pieces that
Oh, it just melted away. Okay.
of the creature that you destroyed got melted away. Exactly.
Okay. And you said that the bracers are heavy.
A little bit, yes.
Is there any reflective surface? Am I a fucking demon now or whatever?
You would look like on a window that has its shutters closed, and you do see that your eyes are completely white. Not as in that you don't have pupils, but rather as in white hot of flames.
Boggers. Okay. Well, if she walks away, I'll just go back to the academy to Christine, I guess, as I said that I did last night, so I don't oversay what I said.
Okay, yeah. You start walking towards the academy, a little bit exhausted by the combat as the
Can I
adrenaline
detect
falls off.
Cells?
Sorry?
Can detect. Gonna cast Divine Sense. Do I sense anything of myself?
You is not something that is yourself, but rather you do feel that there is a faint fiendish presence or devilish presence.
Ooh, fancy.
But it's very faint.
Mm.
and the more time passes, the more it subdues.
Yeah, I'll still go back because I'm fucking exhausted. I have 3 points of exhaustion.
Yeah. You walk back. Eventually, you arrive at the academy. There is some glass there. You just notice that your eyes have gone normal as the time passed, but you do still feel. I don't know. It feels strange. Like it's a feeling that you're used to of winning, of completely annihilating something that is against you, but it feels particularly good. It feels empowering.
I mean, yeah, he would not find that strange. He would find that very rewarding.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah. As you get back to the room, you see that Christine is waiting on the corridor. In the corridor, she's like, "What happened?"
I mean, there was that thing mechanical. I don't know. I think it was the thing that kept kidnapping people from the academy.
Just come in. You're full of like metal piece shards on you. So
I mean, it's fine.
let's care for that. As she takes you inside, and she tries. She's not very good at this thing, but she tries to help however she can.
Yeah, I'll just fucking.
You can see that she's
So.
very hungover. She's getting hungover very quickly, but
Just keep drinking. It's fine.
just keep drinking.
If you don't
She does stop.
stop drinking, you
I
don't
know where
get...
there it goes. But the night, unless you want to do something specific, continues. And
no. Just
you
go sleep.
go sleep. Long rest comes. You fix one of your exhaustion points. You guys finish your rest. And yeah, the day is your oyster, as people say. As you guys wake up in the morning, or rather, join together in the morning, eventually you would hear a knock at the door. At the door of the cart.
Oh no, Eric is not there.
I guess
Who's-
I'm gonna
I guess I'm
go.
gonna go open.
You're
Hi,
slower than
everyone.
me.
Maybe
huh?
you do it
Yes.
again. Fuck! I said I'm gonna open it.
You were mute. Well,
I want to be glad you were muted.
Step of the wind.
Whoever opens the door. Actually, who does? Sai? So opens
Yeah.
it.
he's
Okay.
fastest.
What's your passive insights?
I should have
19.
opened the door.
I should have opened the door.
You see this, like, as you open the door, you see this decently well dressed messenger. You can see that he wears colors that are either black or red. Like it's like red and black together. You can see on his shoulder pad. You see a small image of a sitting snake, like a perching snake.
Is it Godfrey? No, it's not. Is it?
No, it's not. It's not. You can see that this person, as soon as you open the door, you can see that he seems a little bit. I don't know. He seems distracted in a way. But he shrugs it off and he goes, "I was told that I was to deliver you a message to the newcomers." As he puts down, if he gives you this message.
Okay.
Massage.
I would
Take the
suggest
massage.
you to read it as soon as possible and
Oh, king.
have a great day as he leaves.
Alright, I thank him and yeah. I bring the letter to the breakfast table.
Okay. What
You
is
see this
no.
fancy letter that is basically an invite to a dinner by the king and the queen, Teresa and Autry Este, the current regents of the whole nation of O'Shiel.
I did it, boys. We did it.
It's today, right?
It is today, and it says
Well,
that it is today at 8 p.m.
we're in danger.
Are we?
No, I think we should accept this. I mean,
For anybody that's proficient in
Does it
history,
seem legit?
yes, absolutely. Like, this is like, first of all, the how it is written is incredibly like formal and the likes, and the paper is very rich, and you see that the symbol that is drawn on under the text, basically, it's a little bit embossed, suggesting that it's made so that it can never be replicated, or it would be incredibly difficult to replicate such a letter. And you do, and anybody that has actually everybody would recognize that as the coat of arms of the family of Este, of the snake.
I do love never being able to wear my armor when I need it.
I mean, yes. Okay. Well, this came out of nowhere. Hopefully, we
I
don't
mean, I
get-
hope we saw it
I mean,
coming.
we knew that our day is supposed to happen, so
Yeah.
I guess they just want to talk to us about how
I mean,
what this day is
that's
supposed to do.
it's useful. Also, hopefully we don't get, assassinated in the so-called Ivory Bastion. That would be
Oh,
unfortunate.
That would ruin their reputation, kinda.
security should be high. And,
Yeah, they
Yeah.
have
Uh,
probably max security.
Kuro, or rather, Sai, do you have proficiency in history?
I do not.
I don't think anyone here has.
How much intelligence do you have?
10.
Make me intelligence check, please.
Oh no.
But I'm gonna roll my stargazer before because Okay. I will use that if I need to. I will use that stargazer. Yes, that's a 16.
Remember that you still have the my
he is.
inspiration.
There he is.
16 not enough?
It is enough.
Okay. Oh, so yeah. I use the
One
stargazer.
one thing that you could think of, of O'Shiel, like everybody knows of the fact that they have been one of the first people that introduced things such as communications and the likes. You could think, this is one of the most rich and among the most technologically advanced people in the whole continent. Is
Why
there
would they
something?
send a letter?
It's not about sending a letter. It's more about king. If you were to meet a king, that could mean a lot of things. And you remember, oh, we have killed someone important some time ago, and something happened in the prison, and you could assume that this person would know. So you could think that this could also be related to those kind of things. Now you can think of it how you want, but I'm trying to give you as much context.
We should definitely not decline this offer.
I mean, yeah, that would be stupid.
I done mistakes, so I'll just own up to them when the time comes.
I'm pretty sure that you have owned up to your mistakes quite enough.
That's not how taking a person's life works. But it's fine if they bring it up and will want compensation from me. It was only me back at the time, so I will take that into my own hands. Don't worry about it.
I don't know if they
But
would want to do that.
curious.
We'll see.
I mean, I don't know. I guess
Eric,
they want to
if
talk.
you went to the cart, you would be here by now.
Yeah, I would leave in the morning. I'd just say, oh, bye. See you later.
Never.
Wait, you would leave in the morning?
No, he would come
I'm
back.
not there.
Oh, okay.
He's not there. You
So
see him arriving now.
good. Everybody's here. Well, before we leave, I mean, Eric, I tell you about the invitation and shit.
I know. I spoke with the prince last night.
Oh, you did?
Ooh, what?
Okay.
Yeah, I was on a part of the party. He was there. Things got a bit wild. We spoke, and he was like, "Oh, you should come. I invite you and your group to the castle to
Also,
party."
this is an invitation from a prince, not from the king.
I mean, he said that he's going to make it official and all that. But,
Okay.
So I guess this kind of extends our stay in the city, at least for one day.
Does.
yeah, about that.
Go on.
So last night I was at the academy. There was an attack, and some weird mechanical creature kidnapped a student. I got up to it and destroyed it, and on the creature was this tag, black thing. It has the mark of the firefly.
Fuck.
Dragon.
Well, I wanted to visit Catherine anyway because what we forgot.
What?
Hmm?
Well, the key that for the Boundless Terror we don't actually have it yet.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Well,
We should probably go get it.
yes.
Oh yeah.
So I have a lot of
Definitely.
things to do in the city.
Okay, so we're
We
staying.
have our tournament that we paid a lot of money for.
Well, I was thinking that if we are on our way, we can just teleport to the city, have the tournament, and go back.
Regardless, that's
But we can do that. Is the captain agreed to leave at the moment's notice?
I don't know. I haven't spoken to him, but from the last time I spoke, I'm pretty sure he waits for us whenever we're ready.
Oh, okay. So we say we go and we go. Okay.
I think.
Hopefully that's that. I guess we go see Catherine in the morning. We have time.
Yeah, if she's not busy. Well, I'm pretty sure that this thing that you retrieved would. Her, even if she's busy, would probably result in a meeting.
Yeah, this is kind of important.
It is kind of.
I
important.
assume I only could remove one point of exemption, right?
Yes.
It wasn't a very pretty sleep that removes two.
It was not. No.
Beauty sleep.
Gonna. Hmm. Hmm.
Mm.
Should or should not? Yeah, why not? Gonna remove those other 2 points from you.
Boggers. What level is that? 5?
2 level 5s.
If it was 4, I could have given you back the spell slots.
I don't need them today, I hope.
Mm.
I hope.
That's what Raymond said yesterday.
For fuck's sake. You think we have a break of combat a day? No.
No. Alright, let's
Let
go
the
see.
the kid.
Oh, this is gonna be kind of awkward, especially after she given us the money.
It's fine.
It's fine, we go.
I mean, it's a pretty important thing.
It's pretty important.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
we
she would
go-
want to know about this.
We go to Firefly.
Dragonfly.
Dragonfly.
Also, we need to. What
Mhm.
about the other guy that wanted us to get some information about some murderers?
Well, we're gonna get to that whenever we can access Colwell, who we can't.
I mean, we already know the facts, so
Yeah, but we don't have the.
We're
I mean, we
not.
can tell him it was Caldwell, but also I don't think it's
yeah,
Yeah,
how it works.
it's we're gonna get to that.
yeah.
Told you
For-
that you need
Yeah.
Planning.
We will
What's
get to that
Raymond
once we.
doing while we are eating?
I would be. I'm there. I'm just not talking.
Cool.
Okay. So
I want to do a quick insight check around the table. How are people doing? How are people?
Do the bracelets still feel heavy?
um, they don't feel like they feel different from the other days.
Okay.
They don't feel uncomfortable. It's just different. Something happened.
Okay.
Mhm.
Or do I need to make? I have 19 passive insight. Do I see anybody like?
Guys, tell me.
I mean, you see, Eric is very. Like, he was very, for the lack of better terms, triggered by the previous events with Valerie and all that, but now he's like, he looks well, minus the wounds that are probably healed over.
The exhaustion.
The exhaustion is cleared by the cleric, so he's feeling actually like he looks like he's ready for anything. He's fucking pumped.
Okay.
Chance is not neither doing badly nor good, but he is definitely, even though he acts like he's not on edge. But that's about it. It's nothing.
That's understandable considering there is a sniper that can shoot us from 3 kilometers.
Yeah.
It's
Just
not
being
sticking
sharp.
firm. It's not sticking.
Varen is in thought. And
Okay.
he's doing
Ray-
okay.
Raymond would look kind of lost, but also just doing fine.
Okay, well. I don't mention anything. We just let's go to Miss.
Come on.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, no.
You eat. You prepare your things. Do you say to the NPC who do you tell this news of this thing, this event? Do you
Meeting.
tell anybody?
Hector.
Okay, she's like,
Ah,
meeting a king?
no,
I need
it's
to
a
go and
fuck.
buy. I need to go and buy some clothes. And she scuttles away. Go
Hops
I
buy-
away.
expect with her million
Uh,
fucking killer at the end of this.
I would ask Daniel. Daniel, do you want to come to see
guy
the king?
that became relevant.
Now that
Uh,
he's
Yeah.
That's all
I
it took.
mean, it would be an honor. I don't see why not. It would be an honor to be at your side when meeting such an important person.
And Syra, they might have magic detection there. Would you be able to handle that? If you want to see the king, that is.
I'm good, thank you, but I would rather not risk it.
Yeah.
And considering the guests that you had last time, I would not leave this place unattended.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
How about the other two?
The 2 girls are still in our card, right?
They are.
They are.
Okay. Well, if we're meeting the king, maybe we can ask him if he can like give them a job, something that's safer within like the castle.
He can. I mean, she can really just teleport in and teleport out with them. That's the problem.
I guess we just keep them with us still.
We need to
Resolve.
kill her first before we can actually make sure they're safe.
I mean, yeah, we got a space. It's fine.
It's
I guess.
fine. We have apparently we have a dragon here and a mage to handle things if she teleports in.
Another mage.
It's
I don't
just
think
an
she can.
illusion. It's not really a dragon.
Ah,
It's
well,
just that people get afraid of it, you know?
well, that could have lived without knowing that. But
I
also,
mean, if you're good, like, are you versed in necromancy and the likes?
Mm,
We have a dragon skull that if you can raise it, that would be pretty cool.
Oh no.
oh, not
No.
that guy. No.
Not
You
that
know,
guy,
He's,
no.
he's,
Oh,
he's
okay.
fine. He's fine.
I mean,
where
if it's
he
just
is.
the head, you know.
Didn't you
like,
give it to? Oh no, you gave it the
They
Medusa.
didn't give it yet, no.
You gave the Medusa to something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay,
Is that
I
the
mean,
Medusa's head?
Just ahead. It's a little bit difficult to raise a thing
Can't
from
you
just.
make
I mean,
it
if you
fly?
can, like, if you put it at the entrance and you just activate it, and it just spews its breath.
Yeah.
That would be pretty. That would be a pretty good alarm system, you know.
I'm sorry to break it to you, but that's not how dragons work.
But
Oh.
they could work like that.
They
What?
could though if you work on it, right?
It's
I have a
magic.
question.
Go on.
What kind of breath weapon does he have? The dragon head.
Force.
Is
Yeah,
it
you
force?
remember that it had like these white flames.
I would imagine it's fucking brave daggers. Just brawl.
Yeah.
Anyways,
That's how a dragon sounds with that.
Yep.
fuck. Can we get a fucking break so I can craft my fucking weapon?
No.
No.
Are you
Never
gonna
gonna craft the
just
weapon.
craft it now, man?
Do you-
Yeah, just right now. 5 days.
Do you think he's actually gonna let you make that over?
I have
After
it on
this
the table.
party, I'm not leaving the cart until that weapon is done. I don't give a fuck.
Fuck it. I go as we go to the thing to
Right.
Catherine. Is the magic shop like on the way?
No, it would not be on the
Are
way.
there
It would
magic
be
shops?
quite
Right
far.
back 1 second.
It would be quite far, like because like you guys are actually quite close to Dragonfly, but the like because you guys are in this blue building over here.
Yeah, yeah.
But the the magic shop is on that direction.
Ah, fuck. Okay, it's fine. Like because we need to buy it. We need to buy Eric a weapon. Like if he wants to craft his new one, he can't be weaponless.
It's fine. It's gonna get a weapon. It's gonna.
I think he would be
Figure
able
it
to
out
craft it
eventually.
when we leave the city.
Do you, Varant? Don't you have don't you have like a weapon that
Pretty
you
sure
can
he
No.
spare?
sold it. He sold it.
I have a spear if he's interested in a spear.
Or just a
Okay.
normal spear? But yeah, okay.
Good old spear.
Not
I think-
magical.
I think his bare hands do more damage than me.
I guess I could put my fucking thing on spear and then he could borrow the fucking warhammer.
Eric with Wand of
But
Wonder.
no.
Could give him my dagger if he really insists.
He can't use the Wonder Wonder, unfortunately. It's not
Rogue
spell-
Varian, let's go.
That's what I guess.
Reckless sneak attack.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Ah,
say
big-
you have to
big
be a
dude, big.
caster.
Alright, so
That's
Go.
the original version says that you need a spellcaster.
Well, this does not.
I'm the dungeon master. What the fuck?
Wow.
He's a wild barbarian boy.
Wanna go? I have stat blocks.
Can we not?
I actually want to choose the one of wonder.
Why?
I don't know.
Yes, give Marian the Wonder. Yes, please.
thing is stopping you from taking her.
It seems like an actually good item.
Mm-hmm.
Not
What
that
happened?
bad.
Where are we?
We're talking about
We are
giving
walking
you a weapon.
to the Firefly.
You're
Oh,
giving
Fire
Dragonfly.
Dragonfly.
One
You're
day.
giving Varian a Wonders.
I mean, sure. Why not?
But then I don't have room for the staff of healing.
No, you won't replace that item with that item.
Oh wait, I can replace the moonstone actually, because I don't need that one strength right now.
Why do you have that?
The moonstone?
Yes.
Because I needed it for psychic protection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To buy a +1 weapon, yes, I remember.
Actually, oh, it's the psychic one. That would be useful for me specifically to not get instantly
No.
assassinated.
No. I mean, you will just get assassinate bonus on top.
I remember when you guys said, "Oh, the stones are useless."
They're
guys."
still useless. My stone is still useless. I will never attune to that stone. It
What stone do you
Well,
have?
we entered the factory.
gives poison resist.
You
I
get to the Firefly, the Dragonfly,
The fly.
and yeah, I assume
I asked
you
die.
you ask, and you're like, and he's like, I will see what I can do. As
It's quite urgent.
well, she's still a very busy person.
I
But
just go.
you said you go or just go as in he goes.
No. I said it's fine.
Yeah, you just said it. Okay,
just
yeah,
go.
it's okay. Yeah, he accompanies you upstairs and he tells you to wait.
Tell her it's about the key.
And
Um,
also about another thing that is very important. So, but
It's fine. I'm pretty sure whatever it is, if she's busy, she can't really make space. Fine. Do you know who we are? Just tell her you can manage it.
Yeah, it's his job, so
Yeah.
he's gonna do it. As you wait for a bit, you wait for around like this time a little bit more than the last time. It's around 15 minutes. But eventually, the guy comes back and he says, Mrs. Camardo is ready to receive you. If you will follow me.
We follow.
mhm.
Follow, and you're taken to the to her office. You see that the new chairs have been put there for all of you to sit on. As you can see that um, she was waiting for you guys. As she's like her elbows on the table, and she's like, "How can I help you?" As the
Do you want to
guy makes you sit and eventually, or rather, he takes you in and then goes out, closing the door behind.
Well, I
you.
think your thing first, Sai.
Okay. Well, we mentioned the boundless terror, right? On the
Yes.
in the thing.
You can see that as you're saying that, you can see that she raises her hand, and you can see that in her hands a key that is very similar in design to the one that the Rose got back in the day.
What
From,
did he get? I don't
Thomas.
remember anything like that happening.
Yes, he did get it there as this like
Mhm.
tube with basically a top that allows you to turn it and would fit in the in one of the keyholes of the boundless there. You see that this one is the one that the rails had was of the like iron color, like dark gray type of color. This one seems of a brass type of color. As you can see that like as she gets the key, you can see that she drops her shoulders a little bit, as you could assume, as you could guess that she just either casted a spell or possibly activated something within herself to be able to access this, and it's a little bit exhausting. As she just, all right, there you go. As she puts it on the table,
Take
I
it.
assume that you know how to use it.
Well, we weren't actually given a guide.
It's fine. We're gonna figure it out.
I
Uh,
would prefer if she told us how to do it.
About figuring out, I don't want to sound too um, desiring or something like that, but could I watch when you open it? It's something that
Could be arranged.
I just it's one of those things.
We should have brought it here.
He
Oh, yeah.
is muted. F.
We should
Who?
have brought it here.
But that takes the strength of like 2 frail old men.
Yeah. How can
Thanks
you
to
carry the
Fred.
box? I'm an old.
Oh my god.
Takes the strength of a virgin, I guess.
Right.
Ha.
Because
Sorry.
I don't want to figure this out because we need to set up like a spawn point for the lack of better term, in the city,
What?
so we can come back.
Do you mean an anchor?
It's fine. If she's gonna
No,
watch,
Well,
then
she continues saying it's kind of like the coronation of like my own life, that thing. So I would love to see it open.
Oh no, of course.
Where
I
are we
guess we
gonna
need to
put
do
it?
it in this city to like set up the anchor, right?
Yeah, but
Yes, it needs to be. It can be anywhere as long as it is close by, well, the position of the anchor that it is. And as far as I know, the anchors are positioned in the various capitals, or rather, around the various capitals of the continent.
I'm assuming the anchor is in this building.
I wouldn't know. It's something that only whatever it's with inside the boundless terror knows.
Also, we have to carry it around. Okay.
There's something inside,
yeah,
like something.
Yes. That's why it's a chest. But it's
I mean,
close.
you
Fucking
said
idiot.
that it knows, implying it's sentient.
What?
If you tell her, she goes, well, that whole thing is something that has been built a long time ago, and it has a lot of protections to be able to not be opened by someone that shouldn't be opening it, as in nobody can open it by brute force. It is like whatever it's inside, as far as I know, and it's just speculation, is something that probably awakens these anchors, I would assume, or something along those lines.
Okay.
I
Can we
guess you
say
can,
we brought the card to the dragonfly?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's. Maybe maybe we can open it somewhere in here. So when we are in need of porting back, we can come here to a person we trust.
Sure. Um, as I said, I don't know what's gonna happen. All I know that
Yeah, I would probably do
being
it
this
somewhere where a card can access, and I can leave from. Assuming a car can be ported through this.
I don't think it's about making a portal, but rather it finds a place where the portal lays dormant. I don't think there is anything that you have to go through. It's more about that you have to follow something, I think. Something
there's
about homunculuses.
one very easy way to find out, but maybe let's do that in a bit. First, maybe let's discuss the other thing that is also on our plate, which is a very similar word to plague. Eric.
Yeah, so
I take a point of psychic.
last night I was around the academy, and I don't know if you've heard in the past month or months the disappearances and all that.
As you're saying this, whoever would have above like a 14 in insight can see that she's like her what's it called, expression goes from open to you guys to much more concerned. Yes, I've heard.
So last night, I heard shattered glass went out to see what was happening, and I saw this thing, cloak thing, that was in a room, kidnapped a girl in there, and I followed it to be met by a weird machine type humanoid, which I had to fight. I destroyed it. The girl is fine.
Yes.
And what it dropped was a plague with, well, I assume you know.
Yeah, his name was Desmond. It went haywire some time ago, but we couldn't find it. And It's something that if it gets out there, it's. You understand that people are gonna point at us saying that we have done this.
Of course, that's
And
why
I
I wanted to
understand
talk
that
about it.
you're
Right.
some of
Sorry.
you may have been thinking this, but I can, as she like takes a breath, like a breath of relief, I can assure you that that was not our intention. It was one of the first models, but something went into it. I think someone, and well, we lost it.
So you think somebody sabotaged you?
Not specifically me. I think I would assume that
Meant.
some people are interested in this kind of technology.
What was its original purpose?
Yeah.
Well, we are trying to make simple servants and helpers for the houses, or uh, bringing or helpers for people that cannot, you
I
know,
smell something.
need
smell-
help for things like packages and things like that. Simple
What
quality
does
of life.
that have to do with blades and the likes? I assume guards of some sort? Was the intention of this model?
I'm inciting her, whatever she said.
I am also.
Yeah, it was, and unless someone modified it, it wasn't really a. It didn't seem like a very helpful. It had acid on its claws and very sharp
That is a
claw-like
natural 20.
arms.
Go ahead and insight check if you want.
Natural 20.
I'm not accusing anyone. I'm just describing you what I
29.
thought.
And
Thankfully, when I destroyed it, it exploded and it followed to melting into a pool of acid. So
So yeah,
Uh,
I am detective.
yeah.
I rolled
Yeah.
a natural one, so.
Give me a second.
mine is a nice round at 23.
Yeah, give me a second. She goes, that seems odd. And you can see that she doesn't seem to be like, she seems concerned. You can see a hint of frighten, but definitely nothing on the lines of, oh, they're discovering me, or oh, I need to do something. She's more interested in this whole situation.
Plot twist: she's the one who's kidnapping people.
That's odd. Someone must have modified or something. We don't have those kind of equipments here. We wouldn't have a use of them.
Interesting.
I assume that someone had interest in this. But then again, this is a big city, so could be anybody.
I mean, yeah, I guess we know only one, for now at least, it's a big city as you said, person that has interest in kidnapping random people for whatever purposes. Also, as a
Is it
side
still
note,
around?
what?
As she looks at you, Eric. Like, do you have the body or?
No, as I described when I viciously striked it in the head repeatedly, it proceeded to explode and melt into a pool of acid.
Okay, that's this makes it more difficult to find out who did it.
Yeah, I would have brought the body, but there was no body left.
but yeah, as
I
I was,
assume whoever, modified it, thought of that in case, I don't know. I
In
put the
case
plague
it
on
was
the table
destroyed.
anyway. Yeah.
You can see that she's like in a thoughtful type of moment. That she's like, you could assume that she's trying to figure out who could have done this, but you can see that she's completely like.
Do you have any of your old employees that maybe wanted to do something more with these creations and left, or you fired, or things like that, raped,
No.
accusation by any chance. um,
Oh my god.
Not really, no. Like, we make sure that if anybody has to leave this facility, leaves without any desire to sabotage us or to betray our trust.
Well, you never know with people. They could take
Yes,
anything as, you know,
I
a reason
guess.
to do such a thing. But,
But our, I don't know, in this city, I assume that you've noticed that we are
mm,
considered a
mm,
big type of entity, and because
Yeah.
of it, people tend to not go against us on that note. Apart from
yes.
this last person that did something with my.
Speaking of this city and its people, um, what is up with a certain individual that is apparently very immune to government? I don't know.
You're talking about Crowell?
Yes, I am talking about Colwell and the fact that he has creatures guarding his mansion.
devils, to be more exact.
If I knew, I would tell you.
He had.
And all I know is that there is some connection with the, not a corruption type of thing, but there is some
But
sort
an old
of
god, yeah. Yeah. It's fine. He's working with a resurrected assassin.
I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't know about that. He has been around in the city more than I've been around, and as far as I know, he has ways with the leadership of the city.
Oh,
But
good.
those are just
Could
rumors.
he be allied to the king? For example.
I could be, but as I said,
Oh,
it's
for
just
fuck's
rumors.
sake. Is it
see
possible
what
that
I'm
we're
getting
walking
at,
into a
Chance?
trap again? Ah, yes. Good. Great.
If you're wondering on the allegiance of the king, he is a good king. He has
Yes.
done nothing to this
Everybody
city.
is a good king until it comes out that he's worshipping a dead god. We're gonna see about that. I guess.
Sorry, we are a bit on edge. We have recently been, for the lack of better words, as Eric says, fucked,
Killed, destroyed,
killed,
fucked,
Well,
all
destroyed.
that is the exact reason that I stopped adventuring. I
Well,
understand, but I I can promise you that the regions are not people that would cooperate with the dead gods or the likes. They care about their own people, and that's what they do.
Hopefully, because I really don't want another psychic bullet in my head in the span of 2 days.
She doesn't say that.
let's have some fun now, shall we? I think that kind of cooks the topic, unless somebody else has something to say.
I mean, we
gonna
can
have
have,
to
yeah,
invent-
bound the sir.
Gonna
Oh,
have to
I-
invent something for
I would
our-
say I bring it from the card, but I'm pretty sure I would need to roll a strength check, which
You're
I'm
too
gonna fail.
frail.
It is heavy as fuck.
Guess I'll bring it from the car.
So, do you bring it to her office?
We take
Why
her
don't
and
we
we bring
bring
it
her
somewhere
to
where...
the cart?
Yeah, she like.
She's easier
As
to
you guys
lift.
get out, she would
She's
follow
easier
you.
to lift.
She would follow you.
I lift.
I
Oh,
think
no.
we should also bring it outside of the card, because...
She said
It's
that you
not
have to
simple.
do it in the material plane.
So we take it out and we bring it somewhere where it's like sheltered, but also like on the ground floor, so the car can leave
Okay.
from the place.
Sheltered where? Like inside of a building or under a roof?
On the roof, I think it's fine.
Okay.
I don't know, what would our mage think of this? I don't know.
I don't know.
I
What
guess
does
under
what
roof.
does the expert say on teleportation?
Yeah. The expert on
I
teleportation.
don't.
Ah, yes.
Would I know of any weird paradoxes? No, then
That's
doesn't
not-
matter.
Isn't
Okay,
that time
make me an
Teleporting.
arcana
related?
or
No.
make me a history check.
Teleporting under roof brings bad luck.
Yeah,
Die
something like
instantly.
that.
Actually, both arcana and history.
Okay.
All of them. Roll all your dice.
You know
all your
that's good.
checks.
The history is 19.
All
Okay.
my pages.
Oh
Nice.
my god. The Arcana is also 19. How did I roll 2 threes in a row? Anyways,
Just a
19 and
19.
19.
So, what are you trying to figure out? To be more specific, because if I know about any paradox, does not suggest me what answer I have to give
No,
you.
no, the word is not paradox, but like I forgot what the word was.
Dangers? Threats?
Like
What are you trying to understand?
I guess laws with which you shouldn't fuck with teleportation, and if doing it under a roof is one of them, which is clearly not.
Is it stupid to do it here?
Yeah.
Well, if this device has teleportation capabilities, which, to what Catherine has said and to your memories say, or rather your limited knowledge of the Boundless Terra says, it's very, like, it wouldn't have any issues if it had teleportation capabilities, but as I said, given the history of this item, you have like the almost certainty that it is not a teleportation device. It's more about an enabler of teleportation.
Okay, then
It's a thing to find the portal.
Yeah, shouldn't be a problem.
Okay,
Exception was the word. Exception. Ah.
Oh.
so
I guess I go get the chest.
you gather the key, you get the chests, and you insert inside of this fairly big, very ornate steel box, or rather chest, the two keys that you have. The first one enters as you feel mechanisms just get into place, and as you see that this is the iron key, you see steam from within, from inside the crevices that is in between the two parts of the chest. You see steam getting released, and then you put the copper key, and you see that the brass key, sorry, you see as the coloration of the golden inlays that this chest has change into a more pearlescent coloration, refracting light in an incredible way and making the whole experience much more magical in a way. You see that from the top, you remember that there is the chest. Now, thing like you see that there is a chest that is made like this.
Beautiful.
It's a cheese.
And you see there on the top, there is like a small thing that you see opens like a shutter of a camera, and you see that from it, you see a small orb that starts levitating. This metal orb made of like this very white steel that just goes in the air. As you see Catherine, that is like appalled by this whole scene. She goes, I think that now you have to open it.
I open it.
Okay.
Oh no.
Check
You
for
open it.
traps. No.
Checkmate chest.
You open it and you find
Oh, I
this
found
item.
another
Ah.
ball.
See this huge
Ah.
metal ball with the long metal bars that end with these strange spheres that seem to be made of various plates of a very strange, almost ceramic-like material. As you see that, as you open the chest, like all of the crevices and the plate, like the in betweens of the various plates, light up of this blue light. And you, like, as you open this chest, you see this basically this small uh, bubble that surrounds you. This like blue, almost like transparent bubble that surrounds you, and you get all this information that you're reading from the item itself. As you hear this, basically this faint, like humming noise, and you feel almost not enlightened, but you understand a little bit more about this traveler's lumen. And you, all of you, for a split second, you see an image. You see a horse that stands on, or that stands on two legs, on a like charging motion, with three eyes, and the middle eye that it's illuminated. And then you return back to reality. A statue of a horse. Sorry.
Is that a statue in the city? That was about to ask.
It is the statue of the Weaver's daughter that can be found in Light's Eye, aka this thing.
There, I guess, right?
Yes.
That was something,
Ooh.
I guess.
Pixel horse. Look at him.
You can see Catherine. That is like you like you can almost see almost a small tear forming, as you can see that she's incredibly excited in a way about this thing just being opened. As she's like, so it starts now.
Yep.
I assume you know of the statue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
I guess
we
that's
do.
the anchor.
don't know.
Yeah.
What statue?
There's a
That's
statue
the
in the city.
Okay, good. Then we know. Look at that.
I think that you have to take this there.
Okay. How big is this ball thing?
No, we're supposed
It's
to take the whole chest.
basically as big as a watermelon.
Oh, okay.
Big.
That's like a keyboard. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Guess I.
Should we not take the whole box?
But the whole thing, counting also the metal rods that come out of it, like these rods are like long, I don't know, fucking 30 to 40 centimeters long. So this
Oh.
whole thing, it's like as big as your chest area,
Oh,
if
it's
not a
fine.
little bit bigger.
I
I'm
guess
gonna-
I grab the ball and Eric grabs the box first, just in case, and we go to the statue.
Right now.
I mean-
no.
We have nothing better to do.
Do we not? Okay, I guess we don't.
I mean,
Let's
I
go.
want to set this up in case we have to, leave the
Leave.
king's presence quickly.
Sure. I mean, yeah, sure.
Well, let's just take the car there rather than, walk half the
I mean, yeah.
city.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Good.
going there is approaching a nice familiar ground. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Where is the statue again?
It's
The
at
horsey
the
up
rich
there. Like-
Oh,
neighborhood.
there. So we have to go like down here. We can go
How
near
do
the
you
magic shop.
pass? Why do you pass through the water? In Oslo?
It would be a little bit of a like what's the word? Like it's not definitely on the
Detour.
same road. Detour, yeah. It's not. It would be a little bit of a detour, but yes, you can go to the.
Well,
night.
Eric, the thing is, you need to craft your sword at some point, and
It's an axe.
okay, sorry, an axe. We can stop by the magic shop and buy you something that will be
And
at
I
least for.
just need a basic weapon, so in case we get into
I
something.
mean, yeah, just like a basic enchanted weapon.
Yeah.
Basically, a +1, I guess, axe. For
Yeah,
Eric.
whatever.
How much would that be? If they have it.
Well,
No.
you.
Catherine,
They don't.
do you want to
no.
come,
Like as you
Catherine?
guys go, Catherine is like, I wish I could come, but I need to go back to my work. Just
It's fine. You can take like a extended breakfast.
No,
This is
it-
important to you.
it's okay. It's
Just
something
tell
from
them
my
we kidnapped you. It's
past.
fine.
Yeah. And then tell them that we didn't, and they're gonna
Tweet
believe you both
longer.
times.
The newcomers.
Shut up. No, it's something. It's fine. You don't have to worry about me.
We will explain in detail when we meet again.
Or do
Yeah.
you want to be present? We can wait until 8,
No, it's
7.
fine.
We can't
just
wait
go-
until 10 because we have a meeting with the king.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Okay then.
Are you sure?
She nods and she goes. This. I've seen many things in my life that have been life changing, and even though I would like to continue that, at the same time, I know when to leave that experience with the people that have worked towards it. I was just the deliverer of this, as my father was, as the father of my father was. But that's it. I haven't worked towards this, and it would be, well, disrespectful towards your efforts to just come in and see things that only you are supposed to see.
Don't downplay yourself like that.
Okay.
If
I
it wasn't
don't
for you, we
feel
wouldn't even like
It's
be
we
able
kind
to.
of like
I appreciate the thought.
we
But
just
it's okay.
found it in a dragon's lair. so,
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
kind of like stumbled upon all the parts. Like, very.
yeah, we don't really do anything. We just find things.
Yeah.
Like that's. I mean, you've been an adventurer.
You're
already,
That's how
over.
adventuring works.
Yeah, just
I
just
appreciate
there
the thought.
next to that dragon, and
I
then we killed
appreciate
the
the
dragon.
thought, but
Got
it's
it.
okay.
Guess
I
it was
admire
our
I mean,
fate
I
to
like.
find this one.
We can actually kidnap you if it makes it easier. Like I can
Yeah.
just grab you, put you in the cart, and just go.
Karate chop.
You can't- I'm pretty sure you can't really do anything to stop me. So
I would rather not be kidnapped. I already had to live through that, and it's not really something that I want to go back.
I mean, a
at.
second time is like it's not really a kidnapping. Like we can give you
No.
some wine
As I said, I
on
appreciate the
our
thought.
way there.
Alright, okay, let's read the rules.
I appreciate the
Second
thought.
time is the charm.
I get an instead that she's like, oh, don't kidnap me, but then she's like, oh.
Oh,
Sure,
please.
guys.
No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. We
Don't need an
well-
insight. It's obvious that she wants to kidnap.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yes.
We have magic in the cart, Catherine. Only you know what it does. Oh no, the door is closing. You can't open it. Go to the statue.
she leaves you guys to your own device.
Oh
Just,
no.
just one little kidnapping. Like what's
Sentinel. Oh,
Well,
well, that's that. If she doesn't want, I guess let's go to the magic shop and then to the statue. We have
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
yeah.
Magic shop.
Yep.
Okay. You go to the magic shop. Magic shop is open. You see the girl again. She,
I would
Oh
like.
no.
she looks at you and she sighs.
Ah.
Hello, how may I help you?
Difficult day, right? Yeah, I understand.
We are quite the regular customers recently.
Yeah, I think you should extend that.
Anyways,
How may I help you?
my friend here needs a weapon, just like a
I
basic
think I can
magic
talk
axe.
for myself. You don't need to buy a weapon from me, so I know how to buy weapons.
Are you sure you're not like a
I mean,
blacksmith
actually,
or
yeah,
something?
You started speaking
Like-
about some more discounts and
Why
and
wouldn't you just buy it from
just making fun
Backsmith?
of this girl. So
pretty
it's,
sure I
so
can just make a better weapon than this. Yeah, I'm looking for a plus regular, sharper than usual
Sharp.
weapon.
Sharp axe.
Do you want something like of the greater quality, aka +1, or something, or do you want to invest a little bit more and go for the superior quality?
Yeah, let's not get excited. Just basic +1.
Well, for a greater weapon, whatever that is, we
I don't-
sell it for around, counting the discounts, around 300 gold pieces.
Yeah, how much
You
is that
have,
without?
That is 500.
500.
That's a good price.
All right, I
Not
take
bad.
from
You
the
have a
party
large
fund.
variety
Oh,
of weapons.
While we are here, it's
Potions.
yeah, exactly. So
Oh, I
it
mean,
happens that we
Potions trinkets jar.
got carried away recently, drinking all of our
Oh,
supply.
shit, what a miserable amount. Fuck yeah.
Right, so
Um,
potions, weapons,
Wait, why don't we just make them?
things.
Question mark.
I mean, if
So it takes time.
because it takes time.
yeah,
We should work on making some.
Next
Yeah,
time,
we
if
should.
Vecna stops being
Or I-
lazy and
or I
actually makes
should.
potions,
I can make them.
her
Can-
job, literally.
Can you make
I
potions,
can
Varan?
make them with now that I have the
with
belt.
the belt he can make them. Yeah.
Gives me proficiency and +2 on that. On top of that.
Ooh,
You-
well, I
you-
mean,
You would have a chance at making them, but you don't know
Mhm.
how to make them.
Try.
but he's proficient.
Recipes.
These are the
Don't we have
potions
recipes?
that are for sale. You
Don't
do not
we-
have recipes of potions now.
You can ask Ekta because she does.
Supreme.
Okay,
Him
okay.
them.
Money.
So
instead
let's
of
do
instead of
maths.
How much
Uh,
do they cost though?
The Supreme is 2,500. The Superior is 500. The Greater is 100.
There we are.
So
What if
500.
how much material for a supreme would cost? It's like half the price of a potion.
How much is superior? 500, right?
500.
Well, she tells you that well, we don't really sell those
I think we
things,
would have
but
to go to an alchemist.
if you are to, well, consider the deal about it for us to sell reagents to produce what we already sell is for you to buy at least an amount equal or higher than of 5,000 gold pieces. From that, it goes that a supreme healing potion would cost you instead of 2,500, 1,750.
We could just, go to an alchemist or an apothecary or something. Go on the market.
I am quite certain, especially for the
Say that in the
superior.
pill.
Okay.
Okay.
They must get their supplies from somewhere,
Well, Varan, private supplies. Yes. Varan, if we buy materials for potions, will you actually make them?
Yeah.
With
I mean,
Ekta?
even if he doesn't, yeah, and they both can make them even faster, which is the ideals. Like,
Are those
So-
100 or 250?
The greater are 100.
Oh, so it's 800.
All right. So let's buy 5k worth of potion ingredients. Yeah.
Only
interesting.
5k.
I mean, I was thinking like 5k potion ingredients, 5k actual potions.
How many potions would that get us?
For that, it will get you 2 potions.
2 potions. Wait a
Almost
minute.
2 potions.
For the
Also, it's more
ingredient.
valuable to buy.
Oh, give me a second because I may have fucked up the.
How much does a supreme potion cost by
It's
itself?
250.
A second.
So
Yeah.
we're
25,
Yeah,
2500.
It's around. It's almost 3 potions. It's
Oh,
2.8.
so it's also it's
Five,
more
five.
value. Okay, so
Mm.
how much would it be for actual
She
3
told,
potions?
she told you that to like if you buy all the reagents, you would technically pay instead of 2,500, 1,750 for each potion.
Oh,
Oh yeah, okay, I don't remember.
okay. So, but we have to buy at least what?
At least 5,000 gold
Yeah,
pieces
yeah,
for
yeah, but
reagents.
for how?
We still
Nah.
need stock potions before you start making them,
Okay.
which is gonna take you a long ass time.
Alright, let's spend 8,750 worth of regions, which is 5 potions, 5 supreme.
So if we buy for free, we would be paying 5,250.
It's more value to buy the regions, but it's
Yeah.
also you need to make them.
Yeah, so
So-
I think we buy for free potions, and that's good.
Basically, right now, for the arcane intelligent people here, okay, proficiency in Arcana. Basically, she's doing you guys quite a deal because the cost of making, especially a supreme type of potion, it's quite difficult to make. So the math checks out.
Yeah, I was about.
This is
Uh,
for
would
this
I-
one, right?
Would have I heard, like, how much time does it take to make
just
such
add
a
Hector?
supreme potion?
Right?
It depends on the expertise of the alchemists, but it takes around 2 days per potion,
I mean, that would give me
For a
something
supreme
to do.
potion.
per supreme potion. Yes.
Okay, then
Would give
okay,
me
then
something
that's
to do.
good.
Yeah,
Oh shit!
so
Didn't know.
downtime.
Alright, so all of this plus the regions would cost 15k gold.
Is that with the discount?
As
Uh,
the prices are listed,
Those are
I
the
have calculated it out.
She's not giving you discount on this because
This is not magic item.
you understand it's not about magic items. It's about that would go not like on a huge loss if we gave you the discount on this kind of things. It like potions. It's already a very overflowed market. So selling it at less than that, it goes to a huge loss. So you understand that on that, she's not gonna give you a discount.
F. Well, I
It's
guess
fine.
we'll-
We
It's
pay
like selling materials.
15k and 50 gold.
I'm pretty sure we had some potion recipes from.
Don't worry about it. We also bought materials. You are
Okay.
going to make potions with Ekta. You can make 5 supreme potions. But I wanted to buy 1 supreme because it's
I
a
was-
oh shit, I am at 1 health in
Yeah,
the first round
Are
of
we
combat
buying
scenario.
free?
We don't have that much gold. I want to
Oh, no.
keep some. I mean, what do you guys think?
No, this is good.
We still need stock potions, regardless of whatever the fuck
Yeah.
you guys are talking about.
Let's just take these and this. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Like, we don't like for us right now. Considering we just came out of an ambush and we're probably walking in another one, we don't have time to fucking make potions. We need potions.
Right? Then put the other 2 as well. Eric is right. I'm being stingy.
The
If
rest.
gold is
20K
problem, we can
gold.
fucking rob the castle.
Oh, here they are. These are the
Alright,
potions. I
okay,
guess.
Anyways, yeah, we buy the potions, we buy the weapons. Let's not extend
Okay.
for no reason. Fucking
Yeah,
out, not
you
spend
take
that
them,
extra
she-
100 golds.
She gives you a nice little box.
How much
Um,
is the weapon? 300?
300, yes. She has any type, so you can buy whatever type of
Dagger.
plus weapon that you want. Dagger, okay.
Cool.
Final purchase. We do not do refund.
Got the
Uh,
fucking bitch.
Do I want an axe? What do I want?
X is the best
Grit?
DPS.
Battle axe?
Or a greatsword, but also.
A nice hammer to switch it up.
No.
A nice halberd randomly.
It has to be fucking heavy. Remember that.
A glaive.
Yes.
Glaive without polar masterpiece.
It's fine, I'll just
Yeah.
buy an item.
Do you have the holy symbol with you? Did you buy a holy symbol,
Me?
Eric? Yeah,
I don't know how the symbol looks like.
I gave you the symbol.
Not me, Eric doesn't. He has never seen that god or any follower of that god. How would you know how the symbol looks like?
I know.
Well, like as you're choosing what weapon, she goes, "Well, if it may interest you, if you were to invest a little bit more, we could. We do have a weapon that is called Sunblade. If you
Huh?
were interested in said weaponry,
Oh,
Can we look at it?
um,
I know.
yes, give me a second.
Curse of Strahd weapon.
Oh no.
It's a lightsaber.
Yeah.
Can you hear that? Can you hear that crying? It's our party funds.
We have 15k.
It's fine. That's what I
Fine.
know.
This was a worth
It's gonna
investment.
cost like what 600k or something stupid
Oh,
like that.
it's not that
60k.
It's a rare item,
Okay, never mind then. I have never seen
unless
it.
he
So.
buffed it.
It's a 5 days worth of item.
It's the same as the book says. And she tells you that with the discount, it would be. How much would it be? It would be 1600.
Why would Eric care about a sunblade?
I don't know if it's a better than a +1.
It's a longsword.
It's
It's a light
+2.
weapon.
It's a +2 weapon.
Let me research the
It's
sunblade.
attunement as
But
well.
yeah, but it's a I mean it's a versatile weapon.
It's a
which means
finesse
you can-
weapon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's
But
yeah.
it doesn't count as a great weapon.
It's not
Yes,
a
it does
heavy
not.
weapon.
Yes, it's a light weapon. It's a finesse. weapon,
Marshall.
rather.
Long
Has to be
sword.
heavy.
It's a long sword.
It is.
Yeah, you
it-
can't
It's a
great weapon
lightsaber.
master with this.
You
She,
can't.
she doesn't know who's buying it, so she's just teaching you a weapon.
A weapon.
But wait, there is more.
God,
With the
wait.
additional gold of 1200 gold, you can have this axe made into a
I
sword
don't
that
like
go-
Jerry could not really give a fuck about.
Do they have a
lightsaber.
bargain bin or something?
I'll just buy.
Bargain then?
You know,
Unless maybe she has, you know,
Stupid
like
magic
a
items.
blood axe or something.
She does not have a blood axe.
blood axe, just
Like a
random
holy
blood axe in the car.
avenger.
She does not have Holy Avenger. No.
Come on, man.
how about
Does she have like a firebrand?
Fiery brand.
Flame Blade?
Craven.
Flame tongue great axe, yes.
Flame Tongue. It's a sword.
I mean, it can be whatever. I'm just asking.
No.
It can be a rapier. It can be a
No,
dagger.
Only be swords.
No, look, flame tongue, great swords.
Yeah, great sword, not great axe.
Maybe a frost brand, which is better.
She would not have a flame tongue. No.
Frostbrand.
These are
I'll-
the
I'm
weapons.
not
These,
buying any. Just give me the fucking +1 and fuck.
there you
Does
get the
she
plus
have
one.
a necklace of fireballs though?
Necklace
Yes.
of dicks up
We
your
don't
ass.
have the gold to buy random items that we
Yeah,
never
but
gonna
I'm
use.
asking for myself.
She
Oh,
does
fuck
not
you.
have a necklace of fireball.
Now the question is, what
Oh,
kind
shit,
of
magic.
spell scrolls does she have?
She already gave us all yesterday.
I already showed you that she has Otiuk,
She-
Prison Sphere, and Flesh to Stone.
She hasn't restocked.
She
No.
restocked
Stop
when
it,
I asked her
yes.
yesterday.
It's been
Oh yeah, yeah.
Free.
Yeah,
Right, she
yeah,
hasn't
that-
restocked.
but the-
Okay, then I
Yeah.
wouldn't pass.
I waited 24 hours. Where is the new stock?
Then I wouldn't ask. No.
We leveled up, where's anyway?
Look, I forgot that it was. Yeah.
for fuck's sake.
We leave this cursed place.
Yes.
Okay.
Money drenching place. We go to the statue of the horse.
You go to the statue of the horse.
Horse.
Orc.
Horse.
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 Also known as an aspery.
Yes.
You
Where are my
go
braids?
to this area where it's a very What are you saying?
Where are my gloves?
Gloves? What gloves?
To punch very hard
Oh, you
gloves.
don't have them? I'm gonna give
I
The
mean,
you-
I don't have
punch very hard gloves
the
are gone.
dexterity item either, but it
It's fine.
disappeared, man. It's
I
gone.
was like, wait a second, there's an item missing off my table.
It's fine. I can do it in
We
2
can
seconds.
make mind control potions. Yes.
Or you can make healing potions.
Yeah, we can also do that.
Okay, so
Yeah.
My
you
control red potion.
Yeah, you go to the area where the osprey is, and you see this fairly decorated park-ish. It's not a park; it's more about a monument. You see under it the Weaver's Daughter. There is a small story of these horses that live in between the plains and help the weaver to seek out the magical sources and the magical word that is Aclorth and whatever lays beyond the ether. So you see that on top of it, you see three eyes, one in the middle, and what do you do? The statue is like 30 feet high, quite massive statue.
Does the ball react in any way?
If you have it active right now, you will see that the ball just starts floating up and goes on top of the
Cycle.
eye.
I mean, yeah, I hold it, and if it like tries to like break from my hand, I let it go.
Yeah, you let it go, and you see that it go. It flies on top of the eye as it floats over it for a second, and you see that it starts lighting up like this blinking light, this ting ting of this like bluish light. As you see that the lumen is reacting to it as well, and I assume you hold it near-ish this area. As you see that from the lumen itself, you see basically the same type of ball coming out from the top here. If you see that there is like a top that it ejects this secondary homunculus, how Catherine has defined it, as it flies near the other ball, and you can see that it gets a little bit bigger, and it absorbs it. Like this metal ball absorbs the other metal ball, and then it returns back, and it enters the lumen again, and you feel this surge. Whether it's holding the lumen, you feel this surge of not power, but rather this surge of energy that gets released onto you as you feel that the connection has been created. You know
Waypoints.
that basically how it works. You understand that whenever you want to, you reach into the lumen. You think of this waypoint, aka the Osprey,
Mm-hmm.
and this device, after 2 turns, or rather 12 seconds of concentrating on it, creates a teleportation causes a teleportation for anybody that you choose. However,
like a radius, right?
as long as you see it.
Okay.
However, this process requires concentration. Okay, you can break out of it and the likes.
Also, you can't like use it in combat easily because you can
can.
easily. I mean, you can, but you can
You
easily
need,
fail.
to, you need to use 2 actions, and those done 2 actions, you have to concentrate.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just have it
Yeah,
work.
that's
fucking
pretty
I
much
just
it.
ran like 400 feet away.
It basically works like a bag of holding, as in that you reach into it and you think what you want, and
What you
that's
really
pretty much
want.
it.
We can use it. We can use it anywhere, but we can only teleport to the anchors. That we saw?
I mean, you don't know if it was in another plane. You know they, but you understand that.
Oh,
it's
probably
gonna-
not because she told us it was. That's
So,
fine.
yeah.
Okay.
I
much,
must.
I explained this to the group.
I must go eat.
Okay.
You
We
must
take
go
a break.
Then
So I
Take a
should
break.
go eat. Goodbye, stream, for like a bit.
All right. It only took 90 sessions.
We are live.
Talkers. So yeah, you have the tool of teleportation. What do you wish to do now? It's around, I don't know, 11 a.m. and the day is yours. You know that the king is waiting for you at the hour of 8 p.m.
Disperse. Should we go check up with our captain guy? If he's
Should
ready
we?
to leave tomorrow, like tomorrow, or even after we meet the king, like that same day, that same night. I don't know.
I guess it would be good for all of us to meet him for once. Maybe.
I mean, we met him
You
I
when we
mean,
were
met
drunk.
we
him.
met
Part.
him, but I mean, speak to him like while nobody's drunk and stuff.
Yeah, let's take the car there because we need to fit it on the boat anyways. I assume he
Yeah.
needs to know how big it is.
Like, I don't have anything to do.
Yeah, let's go.
And I get to avoid buying clothes and stuff, which is good.
Fuck. Fuck! I forgot one.
Oh yeah, we need more fancy clothes now. Do we?
Listen, I have
Fuck.
enough fancy clothes from
Not
previous
fancy
encounter-
enough. No, not fancy enough.
Trust me.
How late is it?
More the fancy.
It's 11 a.m.
No, I'm chilling.
More the fancy.
No.
All I'm saying is that you guys are going to meet with the king.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do whatever you
The
desire.
boat, then I have to go buy fucking clothes for me and Christine, I guess.
Oh?
Let's go to the boat.
Yeah, she was there, and the prince was like, "Oh, you're also invited," and now I guess I have to bring her.
No,
I mean, if you
no.
want. If you want.
I have to. Is that a
I mean,
Tweet
I
longer
must.
about.
Yeah, she could make a tweet longer if you don't take her.
god?
My
Yeah,
experience.
Why is I use my future
My god,
my
this guy
ability?
God.
Own me. I can't smite anymore. I can't have that. I need to bring her.
You're such
you-
fucking retards.
Gender
Okay.
ability code.
Shut up.
tweet longer.
Shut up,
my
shut up.
God.
Okay. You continue. You go towards the siren.
Yes.
Who is driving the cart?
Whoever.
I don't
Suitor, Sueva,
Because I have
know.
something I want to do. If
Fine, I'll drive the fucking cart.
okay. And in
Just
the
I'll never
cart,
trust my
I would I guess take Varan to the side.
Huh?
If you
Mako.
Varan, to,
Shove
can we have a word?
Yeah.
Okay, I take him to the war room, I guess.
Just make sweet love.
I I don't want to bring. This is weird. Okay, just gonna go to the point.
Oh no.
No, don't worry. It's
Sure.
when we were fighting, the devils and stuff. We at some point
Yeah.
we made the we are retreating,
Mm-hmm.
and you kind of just why. Tell me what went wrong. Why did you just stay in the the clump of monsters, not trying to follow us?
Because I knew that I could not outrun them at any point. I know you guys, it's hard to understand for a guy who can run literally at the speed of light, but some of us are not as fast as you.
Makes a fair point, yeah.
Well, it's hard to- I mean, we have Raymond with the teleport and Eric that can
Uh.
potentially just chain hook you in if necessary. My point being that we were losing that fight because Chance was already dead and we wanted to retreat, but we came back for you.
My point is, retreat isn't really an option for me.
Reason being,
It's one of the worst things I can do. Like, it's the same as asking a monkey to create some magical wonder of an item. It's not really possible.
I still fail to understand why. Because just because you're slow or because you
I go really slow and they go faster than me. So what is the point in trying to outrun something that cannot be outrun?
as my point standing, I'm pretty sure with fucking Raymond you can just teleport away if you get close to him. He has
Yeah, but that
spells
was
that
the problem.
teleport you 500 feet.
But Raymond was dead at that point.
No,
And he
only Chance was that.
He was pretty much dead. He was not doing good.
Yeah, but exactly. That's when you stayed in, and we went there to help. We went back to help you, and Raymond has not just been almost dead, but he was dead.
Listen, we would have been owned no matter what. It was either getting shot at while running, or getting shot at trying to fight for me.
Then I don't want to be mad because this is not your fault. This was everybody's fault. We all could have done something better. But my point is that if the group makes a decision to go away, you can't just be ignoring what everybody else says. We all, except you, decided that it was time to retreat. And we risked so much just going back for you. If the guy wasn't friendly, we would all been dead. No resurrection, no second chance. No, I don't. I don't want to tell you to just be a pussy and just keep running in every fight, but you should use your own head in the battle. But also, we can't.
I did. There is no way for me to
You should
run
trust
as
your
fast as
like.
you.
We should trust your companions more, your friends.
I do, but I know my own limits, and I know I cannot run as fast as you, or anything really.
I just explained you twice why that is not an issue. Because even if you are slow, we have people that can help you with that.
Yeah, but sometimes those people are not close to me. You know that, right?
Because you don't make an effort to come to them, rather stay fighting.
I get your point.
I just want you to. I'm not gonna argue anything. I just want you to think the next time that this happens, just try to play more with the group rather than just act just for yourself.
Yeah,
Because we are not gonna get a second chance like this. We were extremely lucky to be alive right now.
Aren't we always?
No. Where we got what we got because we were good. We trusted each other, and we killed Sourfax, we killed the plague because we were there for each other, and we polish out each other's weaknesses. Like, I can't stay on the battlefield for Rogue. If it wasn't for you, I would be dead many times over. Same as with the other people. That's why if we need to run, you can't just stay there and compromise the whole party because you think we won't help you in the escape, because of course we will.
I know you will. But that fight was just a massive shit show.
So I wanted to run. just think about this, okay? Because
Yeah,
next time we might not be so fortunate to either live or just to come back and fight with you.
I see your point.
Good. I'm not trying to act before you say anything like that. I haven't made any mistakes that fight. I should have, I should have predicted that she is not going to have infinite amount of bullets that can pierce through the fucking reality and just hit you from
No.
so far away. And I should have just helped you with fighting those
What you
demons.
did was the right thing. We didn't know how many bullets she had. She could have had like 60 or something, and we wouldn't know. It was the right thing to try and stop her.
Yeah, but yeah, if she had infinite bullets, we wouldn't have won the fight anyways. But well, I guess that's all I wanted to talk about. Just analyze and improve and overcome. We are here for you, and I said it for myself. I'm pretty sure everybody else will say this as well.
Yeah.
Good.
Gonna go down to Ekta, find her. I guess. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. 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 Have fun. I'll just stay in the war room for a bit.
Gonna ask her if she has a recipe for that supreme potion thing.
You find Aclorth and you see that she's like you would find her on the last floor, like the one underground.
The basement?
Yes. As you see that she has, you could assume with the help of somebody in the cart. Actually, no way. Oh, she's out buying clothes. What am I saying?
Oh, okay. If I know she's out buying clothes, then I won't bother.
She's out buying clothes right now.
Then I would
But you
go
get,
buy
but you,
clothes myself.
so that you guys know, if you're like going around looking for her and then remembering, you do see that there is a table, like just a table with some, like some pots where something seems to be on the starting of growing. But,
Also, she's making the
she's starting to do
garden.
something.
That's
It's a very sad type of scene because the whole floor is empty apart from this table on the side.
That's something.
Yeah. And
Well,
the
I
light that Mr. Chan spoke to her.
Guess I'm just gonna go buy more fancier clothes now. Yes, my fancy clothes are not fancy enough. Let me get fancier clothes.
I mean, you guys are going to the Siren right now.
Yeah.
Before you go buying clothes and shit. So, you would arrive at the Siren. You see that the boat is still at the same place of the port. And since you guys have not seen or rather you have been there, I don't care. It's minor spoilers of all the floors.
Oh no.
You can see the whole boat that it's.
Oh, this is my bad. Look at this.
Are
It's
those
nice.
enchanted cannons?
Those are enchanted cannons.
Fucking look at this red
But
Rhine
you have not
braziers.
But you've not seen the second floor. That's all I'm gonna say.
This is the floor where the people on the party just left. Died.
Oh no, we need to fix the fucking mast before
Look,
we
it's
leave.
where I made my mark.
Yeah.
It hasn't been already fixed. It's
Oh.
fine.
It's good enough.
Yeah, it was probably just meant.
As you're riding the cart, you would see, as always, Bad Hadri that looks at you, and you can see he nods.
I nod back as I
Back.
always do.
Not.
You're not there. You're talking with Varan.
Not
These
another.
these crossed arms.
Oh, you're still in the fucking. Okay.
So, are you ready to depart?
Not really. We came to talk about that. Probably later tonight or tomorrow.
You see that he narrows his eyes, looks at you for a second. Alright, you can go and talk with the captain.
I just
He's in
open.
his cabin.
I say in the pill, we're at the boat. Let's go talk with the captain.
Cool.
I get out, I just jump from the balcony.
Before you break your head.
Before you break your legs. You cannot run anymore.
Aha.
You're just... Your destiny is to stay in a wheelchair for all your life.
It kind of makes sense because monkeys
We
are
go
wheelchairs.
we go to the captain.
Yeah, you go to the captain. You go to his cabin. As you see that, I assume you knock.
Where is his
No.
is this like a thing where we talk or here?
Is this?
Here, okay.
That's his bedroom.
Whose bedroom is this then? Look at the fucking bulk bed.
Those are, I don't know.
I
You
guess we'll
don't
find
know-
out.
You don't know the existence of those beds.
It's my bed, of course.
We see that, man. Player. Metagame already. It's fine.
Big stairs.
Welcome, Captain. I think.
Welcome.
Actually,
What?
no. I'll just let Eric
What?
talk.
Yeah, you better.
What? Yeah, welcome to your own ship.
Welcome.
Stay still. Stop.
What
You do not
Big,
see
big, big,
anything.
do you mean?
Ah, yeah.
I see everything.
You do not see anything.
Big brain
Uh,
move.
You go to
I
the captain.
I knock and I enter.
Yeah, he says, "Come in." Oh, it's the newcomers.
Yes.
It is, in fact,
So you guys are ready to depart?
No,
soon.
not yet.
Ish.
Soon.
Later tonight.
This place is fucking lame. I want to go.
Trust me,
Yes.
it's less lame than you think. Weirdly enough.
Just a question, just popped into my mind. Does he have a map of does he have this exact map of the city by any chance anywhere?
He would not have the map. No, he has a map of the coastlines.
I wanted to ask this last session, right?
Mm-hmm.
This water right here,
That's the ocean.
where is it here? Because there is no heat.
It's basically this thing.
Oh, so Ivory Rook is here.
Yeah, it's like in that area. Yeah.
Okay. Just wondering, how far can your cannon shoot?
Oh no. Oh no.
Pretty far.
Let's say hypothetically we took a small detour on the ocean and passed by this gulf that opens into the city. There's a specific house up the mountain. If by any
Oh,
chance
no.
wanted to just
Nice
blanket fire on it, would that be possible?
Wait, you go on the Gulf and there is a house? What house?
Oh,
Oh, you know.
this specific house right here. This specific.
You see where we are getting to.
I mean, I wasn't going to go by the Gulf.
Well,
just
if
saying,
you-
let's if it happens to pass by, small detour,
I mean,
carpet bombing a house. Would
if
you?
you're ready to declare war to a shield, I'm in.
I mean, it's just a guy that has devils and stuff. They're not gonna mind.
Yeah, but shooting at one of the most powerful fortresses
It's
that is
fine.
Bucket
We're going to the king
I
later.
prefer
Maybe we'll.
It's fine. We'll
maybe
talk
to-
with the king. We'll talk to the king. We see how he feels about
Yeah,
this.
and if he agrees and he has no issue with
We all
that
agree.
specific house being demolished and maybe a park being built there, then
I
everybody.
mean, I'm fine blowing up things,
Good.
especially if I get to see you in those things after that.
Tomorrow is the Newcomers' Day. Cannons fired from
It's a
boats
day.
are allowed on that specific day.
All I'm gonna say is that you understand that to get to the ocean, what you will need to do is
Yeah,
go
yeah,
to the river and then to the river go down.
yeah. I know. We already did the mapping. Well, since the cart is parked right here, I promised you that I would, since I don't have where to put it in the cart for very specific reasons. The dragon head.
Oh.
You
Oh,
said you
yes.
haven't seen a dragon before. I'm gonna show you a dragon head.
There's a hole in it.
I mean, it's fine. You can put it as a chandelier or something.
Would you put it as a shield?
Or at the tip of your boat. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna go bring the dragon head on the boat.
Okay.
Is she called the
Is-
Siren?
As the ship is called the Siren. Yes.
Does
It
not
could
have a
be
siren
called
on its
the-
fucking
The
head.
the
The-
siren.
The
That's
dragon.
Arya.
Listen, we don't talk about that pun here.
The Siron. Yes.
You bring the dragon's head inside of his office. It's quite big.
I mean, I don't bring it in the office. I put it on the fucking main deck.
Okay.
You just drop
You
it
see
and
that,
just goes down on the second floor.
You see that Bad Henry looks at it and says, "Looks like that dragon had a bad time."
Yeah, I have very bad
No,
time
it's-
indeed.
No puns intended.
As I'm sorry, I will never stop with this character. You get to the, you put it in the middle of the deck. He goes, "Well, I mean, I'm down. Put it somewhere."
Yeah, do whatever you want with it.
Yeah, it can work
It's a
as
gift.
various decorations.
Chandeliers.
You sure? Like, I don't really like going around with other people's treasures. I mean, I do, but
Hmm?
I
nobody
mean,
can
as I
afford
said,
it.
it's a gift since you so generously offered to allow us to board your ship.
Oh, about generosity.
Oh
I,
no.
as you will be part of the crew for a small period of time,
Mhm.
of course, it may happen that things get found in,
Mhm.
carcasses of other boats that end up destroyed.
Oh
you
yeah,
know.
by random
Yeah,
circumstances.
yeah.
Um,
mhm.
60-40. Of course, 60 for us.
50-50.
No,
We'll
I
do
think
the-
60-40 works.
I
Yeah.
say that, but this is a fucking negotiation, dude.
You do realize that he's helping us more than we could find help right now, right?
Also,
that is
what are your enemies? Just
Everyone.
Ah, you
Make
Do we
me
find
have any?
that we
as
have.
in, nationwide.
Oh.
type of
Oh,
thing.
nations.
No,
Like,
we're-
nothing
we're
small like
friends with-
nations, maybe gods or something.
Yeah, we're friends with all the nations, just the gods hate us usually.
Oh, just.
Would
God.
you like if something happened to those embarkations of those nations? How would
Huh?
you react?
I mean,
we've
we're
been through enough controversy with the nations, but I'm sure that they're gonna.
What happens on the boat stays on the boat.
I like this guy. I like this guy. Yeah,
I
As,
guess, I guess.
as long as it doesn't involve
No witnesses,
uh, uh,
is my
no,
policy.
like a murder of not innocent,
I mean,
more
whoever,
murder than is necessary, or
whoever
whatever. It's fine.
is on the seas is never innocent. I think.
I'm just gonna say my
And
policy.
if they find themselves in front of my cannons, they're not innocent, I think, because they're guilty of being the targets of my cannons. Huh?
If that is a deal,
modern
you-
problems require
we
modern
need need to sign. I guess that's it then. If anybody else has a problem with it, speak now. I guess.
Great. So Um,
Just cut
you
it
want
off.
you want the thing in my boat, right? The as he points at the cart.
Yes,
Yeah.
the thing.
Sure. Just leave it
I
here.
wouldn't suggest anybody goes in there without us because as of recently it's been a bit of a heated
Yeah.
couple of days and it could get more heated as in somebody gets burned to char.
Yeah,
It's
people
fine.
might
I'm
might
your
get
friend.
burned,
You're my friend.
eaten.
We don't look into each other's shit. It's fine. I'm not gonna look into your shit. Why would I? I don't want to smell
I
of
can
shit.
think of many reasons that you would, but
We're actually kind of poor, so there's.
yeah, we don't have much money, but also we have
Don't-
mages.
It's not like we have all these fucking artifacts and shit.
Don't worry about it, as I said.
I can move
Just
it.
don't
fine.
go there. And yeah.
You
What
can
did
move
you
it.
say, Max?
What do
I
you
can
mean?
move it with a spell.
What can you move?
I mean,
The cart.
You could also just
if you
attempt
can
to
move it, that's gonna make it easier for us. Now, just gonna how do you plan to move it?
If I tell you the spell, you probably wouldn't know of it.
Or you save the spell
Telekinesis.
for a potential ambush that's happening later this evening.
Yeah. Maybe
That
let's
is
not use-
why. If they can move it in the meantime, then sure.
Yes, they can move a
Yes.
cart to a ship.
We can like pay for a small like carriage to the castle. It's fine.
Yeah.
So, am I going to move it?
Yes.
Just stand it. All right. Then I will move it.
Thank you very much.
Should we
Cool.
not tell the people inside?
No, it's fine. Don't worry.
No,
about it.
it's fine. It's a surprise.
Also, take that she's gonna figure her way out to here.
Oh yeah, she doesn't know where the cart is. It's fine.
He's just gonna come back to the fucking red door.
Gonna go back right to us.
Maybe just as I threw the quick TLDR of, you know, the cart is now
I've been sitting here for 2 hours.
too bad.
We're abandoning you here.
Okay, so where are we meeting?
The boats.
Yes, I describe where the siren is.
She's been here, right?
Yes.
Okay, yes, she has been.
She should know where it is.
Now, this is very rude, but I don't think we've been proper introduced. My name is Sai, and I extend my hand to the captain.
Captain Marcus St. Vincent. A pleasure.
Hold on, I need to write this down because I'm gonna forget it in 2 seconds. As I do,
Hey, Captain
Mark.
Max.
Captain Marcus?
Marcus
Saint
Sant
Yeah, I'm
Saint
just gonna, you know,
Vincent.
Is he a
call
saint?
him Captain Marcus.
He is.
Do you ask him?
No,
I
don't
mean,
do
look
it.
at him. He's the
It's a trap.
purest of the pure.
It's a trap, mate.
No, I don't ask him.
It's as you guys are doing.
Somebody's called a dick doesn't mean that he needs to be.
Wow.
Well, regardless, there's still like it's like what fucking 1, 2.
Yeah, it's very early in the afternoon.
I have to go buy things,
Same.
Codes and shit, I guess.
so I go.
Yeah.
I pick a carriage. I go to the academy. I pick the woman. I go buy clothes.
Woman.
How much are carriages in this town?
Very they're incredibly cheap.
Yeah, I guess
copper for.
I'm gonna get one as well and just go speed mode. Spit. Give him 1
Speed.
gold.
Keep
Say
all
keep the
exes.
rest.
Okay. Okay. So you can see that as you guys are dispersing, I assume you see that the lower floor opens up. As they open it, and they put the cart inside of the second floor.
Shove it in.
They basically shove it in. They don't They don't show too much attention about the
It's fine.
card.
It's reinforced.
It's fine.
I reinforced it to
Hmm.
last through a hail of retribution. I'm pretty sure it can last through.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys go and buy clothes then, or do you want to do something else until the end of the day?
Yeah, as I said, I go. Big
Unless
woman,
you,
I
for
go.
some reason, tell me that Chance doesn't have good enough clothes for that meeting, I guess.
It's a
Like,
fucking king.
Chance has bought clothes of fancy nature many times in his
I
career.
would say that yes, you would
Yes.
have some incredibly fancy clothes.
I should also have some fancy clothes.
I shall then continue doing what I was doing on the way there, which is working in my little place of work.
Okay, so you do your own thing, and the day continues to buy like very fancy clothes. Question: do you guys say to the people that you ask clothes to where you're going, what you're
Yes.
attending to?
Especially me when I go with Christine. I'm gonna pick up some, I don't know, I'm gonna ask her if she knows where to buy fog clothes to meet a king.
Yeah, absolutely. She takes you to the living quarter where there is like a very fancy shop in this area. Where the red houses are.
Mm-mm.
Um,
Yeah, I would tell the tailor, oh, it's for the king.
Oh, sure, the king. You're meeting the king. Have you heard? Did you hear, Janice? The Newcomers are meeting the king.
Meeting. They're gonna kill the king. Fuck his wife.
Wouldn't be the first one.
Yeah, you is it enough to pay to buy a fancy pants? It's like
How
10
much?
gold.
Okay, I buy for both me and the woman.
Yeah, you see Christine that she's incredibly flattered, but I assume you insist to buy her the clothes, and eventually she gives in, and she allows you. She's so generous to allow you to buy her clothes.
Ah, yes.
Ah yes, Aclorth the millionaire.
Mate, Ektath has so much gold right now. He doesn't know. Yeah.
Going for her to just get robbed blind in the middle of the street someday, because I'm pretty sure she just walks around with 7K in her pockets.
She's not that stupid.
Pretty sure she doesn't know.
She's not that oblivious to the world. But yeah, you guys do your own things. You work on your own stuff. And eventually the evening would arrive, or rather the time where you guys would need to depart from the cart to go towards Light's Eye.
Yep.
Or rather, not Light's Eye, but the ivory thing. I don't remember.
Ivory, yes.
My notes are very badly executed. The Ivory Bastion. I assume one of you takes the invitation because you guys are not stupid,
Yeah.
and you depart. You are taken on the front of the lights, of the walls. So over here.
Hello, guys. This is Christine, a friend. Good to see you guys. Oh, hello. My name is Christine. I am a friend.
Hello.
To meet you, Christina.
Yeah, you can see that she's a fairly young girl.
Mm.
And she's you can see that she's not a person that would fit among you guys. Like,
I mean,
Death is normal as fuck, but this person is even more normal.
super normie powers
Super.
activate.
Norm. She's a super normie, exactly.
Cutting it.
But yeah, you
Who the fuck cares?
depart from the quarter that you are in, and you go towards, let's say, as I said, you guys get dropped at the entrance of the bastion. As you can see, that it is much, much, much more protected than anything else in the city. Understandably so. You see that the guards here are a combination of the Crown's Guard, which is this very well equipped people that you know that some of them even have magical items.
What are they
Um,
wearing?
The Crown's Guard, it's wearing this very basically it's a combination of plate armor and like leather armor and the likes that are colored of reds and of blacks and the likes, but much very muted colors.
My question to my fellow adventurers: how are we on weaponry?
It's all in the bag of
I
holding.
don't know. I have my weapon with me.
I am not
Of
gonna
course
wear
you
my
do.
armor like an idiot.
You see that
Ah.
all the Crown's Guard wears cloaks with the symbol of Ivory Rook behind them, and of course the guard of the family is much less of a presence, but they have much more like bright colors, much more detailed armor, and they do not wear any clothes.
So they're just wearing normal
Naked.
plate armor? I would assume
Um,
they're enchanted or
We're in
something.
fucking crown.
For people for people that have history proficiency or for chance that can see things, and for Mr. Divination Wizard that can almost see all the things, but not all of them. You would see that the Crown's Guard is holding weaponry that is magical. But the people of the family have a full set of armor and weaponry that is magical, and they all wear this fancy ring with the symbol of the house that is also magical.
Yeah,
They are big boys.
Okay.
but how big are they? That's the question.
Everybody around his armor. Have me gun there, I guess. If Eric has his axe, have me gun.
So you have your weapons out.
Can we just not have them in our
It's
back?
on my back or
The-
sheet.
The gun
Yeah,
is
yeah.
also on my back, which is place to carry.
Yeah, absolutely. You see that as you guys approach the walls, you're stopped by one of the Este family guards. He goes, reasoning of coming.
Yep, we have a invitation, and I give.
You can see that he takes it, and you can see that this ring, with this like red outline, it becomes this white outline as he looks at it. Okay, seems alright. Yeah, if you will follow me.
We do.
Follow.
As you can see that he looks at a couple of like other guards, and you are flanked by 2 guards per side plus this guy.
Oh no,
Um,
not the guards.
Many.
Not that
I have to get ambushed again. Next
guy.
up dies, Christine dies.
I would say I look for a sniper, but also
Many headshots.
I look for a sign.
yeah, man,
Aye.
3 kilometers. Hawk's eye.
Do not look for a
Make
sniper.
me a perception check.
I will.
Whoever wants to.
I look for rocks.
I will throw this. I have advantage because you're walking slowly, but I will stop using this die. Yes, beautiful dice I have today.
I
it's
rolled a
it's
21.
It's a
Clingity,
19.
21.
Oh, I rolled higher than you, bitch.
Yes, he did,
You
because I'm
guys-
rolling shit.
Bitch.
You do not seem to be followed apart from the guards that you can see that like especially on the walls there are some that like mostly all of them seem to be keeping an eye on you guys, as
No, of course.
you could assume that since you guys are going around with weaponry,
are.
they are very wary of
Are we going around with weaponry?
Yes, we are.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Me and Chance have our weapons very visible.
Yeah.
Can they not just be in the bag of holding or
No,
something?
fuck off.
No.
We've had an
We
axe.
show our items.
Nobody told us to not wear them, so
Yeah,
we're gonna
it's
wear.
in the invitation. Doesn't say don't wear weapons. Also doesn't say wear weapons, which happened last time. So.
If it was a problem, they would have already addressed it at the
Yeah.
gate. It's fine.
Yeah.
We walk.
Yeah, you walk. You would notice, both of you that have rolled that perception would notice that among the people that are flanking you guys, there are an extra 4 guards that are following you guys from a distance.
What are the buildings made of?
So in this area,
So,
place is very much more much richer than the rest of the whole city, and this it's not incredibly rare, but seeing buildings made of this seems very wasteful, as all of these buildings here seem made of ivory, these incredibly opaque
Bubbles here.
So what
um,
you're saying is stealing the city would be good, this part of the city.
Or just go to Cracked Hammer where this is mined.
you guys know that this is like a luxury type of item, and given the fact that it's put into buildings construction, it means that it has gone through a lot of work, which means that a house that just one house could be worth around, I don't know, fucking the 100K or even more.
Oh shit, perfect house for Aclorth.
Steal houses.
Chance, look at this
As
beautiful house.
these
Yes.
are stunningly clean and beautiful.
This
What
one
am
says
I
it's for rent.
What
Dome
is
has 3
Ivory used
stories.
for else? Is
What
it
did you
made?
say?
What is it used for, Ivory normally?
Ivory normally is used for luxury type of items, like such as furniture, sometimes jewelry, or things in that area.
So it's-
Like seeing it in buildings is very rare. You guys
But
remember that you've seen it in Rajnov.
Basically the
that's pretty much it.
equivalent of having a house of gold.
I mean,
Pretty
it's
much.
having a house of bone.
Can
It's
I
not,
also?
it's not bone
it's
ivory.
not bone, but yeah.
Like this
Can-
ivory, my ivory is not bone. Is
Stone.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Boom
It's
store.
written in the PDF.
So
Ah,
if I see guards looking like following us, can I do an insight on these guards to see if they're like on edge
Sure, go ahead.
or if they're just keeping their,
Don't
you know?
care.
Go ahead. Make an
Edges to themselves.
That's not good. But it's also 14.
Edgy guards.
Given the distance that they're keeping from you, they're a little bit difficult to read.
Even the guards that are like with us,
The
like
guys that are with you, they seem
oh, we're doing
very
inside check.
neutral, doing their own
Yes.
job.
You walk slow.
It's a good
Okay.
thing I have a minimal row on the inside, because for fuck's sake. Yes, that is 21.
Okay, so the people that are around you, they seem very neutral. They seem very careful of how you move and the likes. They're taking very much, attention of how you act and things like that. The people that are away from you, for chance, you would notice that they seem much more. they are extremely wary, like the ones that are close to you, but also in a way, very not aggressive, but ready to be aggressive if there is the need to.
Okay.
I find this weird, but then I remember that we killed the guard captain. Or I killed. Don't say anything.
What?
I just walk as
As I
non-threatening
said,
risk.
for the people that are intelligent, you can easily understand that they're being so aggressive because you guys have weapons.
So two people. No,
Two people?
you
Yes.
said the guys who are intelligent.
Yes. No, the people that are inciting, aka only chance would know this, but anybody could guess this. It's fine.
I wanted to just
Yes.
check more of a nature if they are
They
like
are
this is a
God.
trap. But
They
it's
are
fine.
guards. They
They're
exist.
not
keep-
trapping you. They're not
You
killing
violate
you.
the law.
Not doing-
Nothing's wrong.
But
They are guards.
They're acting like guards would act.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm extremely wary of the situation. It's
Very
fine.
well.
Keep
Very
walking.
I
well.
understand that. I completely understand that.
Many things.
So, you guys walk into this surreal area that seems so distant from the city of Ivory Rook, with wealth all over the place. You can see as you get higher and higher into this basically cliffside, you see that there is a small temple that you could assume is private to this area, that is dedicated to Godfrey, and you continue up the stairs, and you start entering, like you're taking inside of a large building that has like an archway, and this leads you inside of, quote, the court, where it is the main area of the castle of the family Este. Eventually, you are taken inside of this big building that sits basically just under the walls. Go up some stairs, and eventually you're taken inside of the main entrance of the castle. This beautiful hall awaits you, or rather welcomes you, and the guard. You can see that the four guards that were flanking you guys stop at the entrance, and as soon as you guys enter, you see that there are still some like soldiers in here that seem to still be wary of you, but not being claustrophobically too close to you. As they leave you, they give you some space. You see that as you enter, you wait for a moment, and a very well-dressed man approaches you guys, and he goes, "Welcome, sirs. My name is William, and I will be your friend tonight, as this will be a feast dedicated to you, the peoples of Newcomers. And if you will, just follow me, as the feast will begin shortly, as he accompanies you. He's not a changeling, no."
I mean, gotta be sure. People
There is
named
no
William.
more embarrassing
We
thing.
follow him.
Yeah, you go to the left as you're taken
Oh.
inside of this
Okay.
gorgeous dining hall, and you're taken to your seats. Each of you is sitting basically on this rectangular table, You see that they have taken very much notice into who stands near to whom. As in, Chance stays near Ektoth, Eric stands near Christine, and things like that. And you're seated.
I
You
would hang my gun off the chair. It's
Okay.
I
there.
would hang my axe on the chair. The back
I
of
would
the chair.
hang myself.
Put it on the table.
Put it on.
sorry, what you putting on?
No, I don't.
You see
Right,
that on the table there is already some food that
Oh,
you're free to take.
Appetizer.
There is already some white wine into
Oh,
your
no.
glasses,
It's gonna be a wild night.
and some water if you wish to drink that already in your glasses. It's
I can flood this. place.
something that you would assume the perfect type of dining experience that only a king gets to experience.
Is it carbonara?
So what you're saying is I can flood this place.
No.
You're free to try.
No.
Is it carbonara?
Yes, it
Carbonara
is.
is not white.
There is a bottle of carbonara in the middle of the table that is put like basically around some there are some candles around it, and it's put inside basically a bucket of ice. It's like a magnum size bottle of
Oh
carbonara,
shit, the big
AK
one.
aka like that thing is probably worth around the 5 to 10,000 gold pieces.
Damn. Alice is blasting in gold right now.
Would be a shame if it disappears.
We are gonna drink that if it's in the if a red wine is in the bottle of ice. Don't know about that, but also
Yeah, I don't know.
it's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's specific
King
into
likes.
carbonara needs to be cold.
Oh, okay. It's like yeah, okay. Special statement from the Mora family. You put this
Yeah.
wine on ice.
Yes.
It's fine. I
See
don't
Klaus on
open
the
it
top.
since.
You
Wait,
hear Klaus in the back, always with ice. Ah, yes, Klaus, thank you.
I drink my wine with ice. I'm also a glorified winer. Yes.
Yes. So yeah, you are there. If you wish to discuss, you can discuss. But the guests are not like your hosts are not there for now.
So,
See, Ektath is very excited. Same thing for Christine. Like, oh, shit, silverware.
silverware. Oh my! I was excited
Shimmy,
about
Look at his
silverware.
fans. Look at his fans.
Shimmy, shimmy.
Oh my
Give me,
god!
give
Look at
me.
his spoon.
Ooh, silverware.
Who
Oh,
was the,
where did it go?
what was the word the English, the British people say? Fuck. Say
Fuck.
something that's fancy.
I mean, they do say fuck.
Fancy.
Exquisite.
They
Posh.
say cunt.
Posh. Posh. Yeah, posh.
Posh.
is-
Posh. That's
Posh.
the thing.
Posh.
Posh.
Very posh.
Oh. I mean, I
So,
don't
yeah.
really sit or
Yeah, I guess.
just take like a glass of wine
I
in
mean,
my
you're-
hand, but I don't really
You're
drink.
invited to sit.
Okay, then I sit.
I mean, why? Who doesn't sit in a king's court when you're invited at the table? What do you mean you don't sit?
I mean, you wait for the king to appear and then you sit.
Stay in
No.
the corner with my arms crossed,
I am
leaning the door.
Climb to the ceiling and
I
stealth.
stand in the corner brooding like an edgelord.
You see that on the various not corners, or rather at the end, at the two entrances of this room, there are guards that are flanking the entrance.
Do they get advantage on taking the entrance?
Yes. Trip attack.
Yes, that they get
Double
back
trip.
attacking the entrance.
I mean, they are flanking it.
Yes.
I guess.
Kill
we'll
me
just-
now.
I just gotta roll. I just gotta roll with the fuck it, because fuck you. That's why.
Oh,
You take 13 points of psychic
Oh
damage.
my god.
Fuck. Gonna heal myself, I guess.
Can't heal psychic damage.
I can go all night. Okay, so you sit there. Do you want, as I said, do you want to say something specific, or shall we continue the night?
Mm,
Do we
Okay.
have anything specific to talk with the king?
well, it was an unexpected visit. We'll see how the talk goes, you know.
I'm pretty
Well,
sure
I
if like
guess.
the invitation, I guess he has some things to share with us, but I can ask him about Colwell.
Could go either we don't talk about anything specific or about that.
I want to ask him about Colwell,
Oh,
where
same.
he stands this
Yeah, definitely.
whole thing.
If we can manage.
Yeah.
Can we carpet bomb him?
We'll see how.
I mean, if you get a
If
Like, kick
anyone's
all
gonna
this-
be down with taking down Colwell, I'm pretty sure the prince is gonna
Hopefully.
be
Then again, you never know.
Jason.
Jason.
Yes, that is his name.
Jason.
I met him at the party. He's a pretty cool guy.
Mm.
Never know.
So he's not like spoiled or something, right?
No, he's a paladin of Godfrey.
Oh,
He's fought in some fight war thing that happened. No, not war.
Can-
I don't know. The rebellion or whatever
To-
happened
to
here.
The revolution.
Revolution. Yeah.
Dragon's Husk.
His sister's a bit, fun killer. I say that very quietly.
You have a pill for that
I still say it very quiet.
in the pill.
in the pill.
But yeah.
If you guys need the names, they're there. Because I know
Uh-huh.
you guys forget them.
Yeah, Deborah and Jason, I know the names.
Why do they disappear when I get close? What the fuck? Just- It's a sign I'm gonna kill them.
Jason.
Trying to get them.
It's
to
fine.
get-
Don't worry. I can read them. It's just frustrating, you know.
But yes, I guess we wait for the king.
Yeah.
Just look at the stream how they disappear on my screen.
Okay. So you wait for a bit, not too much, but you could assume that they're giving you the time to, put yourself comfortable, to talk whatever you need to talk, like something that you expect from such a presence. Eventually, you see that from the door that would be like on your right, the king. Actually, first is the two princes. Prince Jason, with his quite fancy armor. You could assume that he's more about more about show rather than actual usage in battle. This kind of armor, as it has like golden inlays. You can see that it has like a lot of like emerald type of colorations. As you see that on his shoulder pad, on his left shoulder pad, there is the symbol of Godfrey. As he's walking with his sister, that is Deborah. You can see that she has this black hair, very, very incredibly well dressed, and on her she has a necklace with the holy symbol of Execa. And followed, you see the king, Autry, this decently old type of guy. You could assume that he's around his 50s. With as well, he's not wearing any type of armor, but rather a fancy type of robe and likes, accompanied by his wife, Theresa, as she's this gorgeous, like even despite her age, you still see that she takes care of herself a lot, and she's coming there with this like dark blue type of hair as they come. You say, you see Autry that says, "Well, I am So happy to see you and that you have accepted my invitation. It's pleasant to have some allies for once inside of this castle, rather than people that are neutral to our nation. As he sits, as the others follow. How are you? How have you been? Are you enjoying the
Can-
city?
It
Well,
has its ups and downs.
yeah, it's a pretty it's a very
It's
you
a
don't
very
get
nice
bored.
city.
It has
Yes, it's
some
interesting.
issues.
We're gonna get to the issues, but for now, yes, it is a very beautiful city. It's full of life, and if I had to rate it against Goma, I would say it's better than Goma. So there you go, have that.
The people
Oh,
with
that's a big compliment.
the
Oh my
people
god.
with at least 17 insight would
Aren't
see
they
that
scribing it down?
a little bit of a smile appears on the king's face.
Oh my, you just fucking sucked his dick so hard. Oh my god. Gobble gobble.
I mean, I have to agree with my friends. Fuck Aquila in general, but you know.
Definitely
It's-
better than there.
It's a more pleasant experience when, well, I don't know, the Aquilans, they can be good people, but also sometimes they tend to be underappreciative.
Yeah, it's something that I've always seen in the country, and especially now of what happened with the triumvirate and the likes. I can't imagine what sort of situation that nation is in
Ah, yes, padding his own ego.
now that even the things like the neutral zone is in danger of disappearing. I wouldn't be surprised if the people of Aquila are not particularly joyful, I would say.
It is.
Everybody with their own issues, I guess.
Well, absolutely. I wouldn't say that my people are perfect, but I'm doing my best. As a king should. So, as he's talking, you can see that food is immediately delivered to you guys. This first plate of whatever you want. I don't care.
I'm going soup.
Yes.
What?
Silverware.
Do you
What?
see
Yes, we eat soup.
Look,
Dick.
come on, give us some
Dick.
back.
I want some dicks.
Get a bag of dicks.
I don't know. Just give me some.
The finest
we
Australian
I
dicks.
guess
appreciate
food, we eat
your
food, yes. Hmm.
invitation, and
But
last night when I met with your son, Prince Jason, as I look at him, we had I would think, a wonderful, normal, just relaxing evening. As I, at least speaking for myself, didn't have in a long time.
Well, I can understand that the adventuring life is not the best types, and well, it goes without saying that I and my people are incredibly grateful for what you did and what you've delivered to this country. Without you, more people would have died, and a much harder time would have befallen our kingdom.
Since we're talking about kingdoms and the likes, What is your stand, if you have any, or information about the Dragon Queen?
Ooh.
You can see that he looks at you for a second. Dragon Queen. Well, that's a name. Well, or rather.
Do we know her name?
That is a
Uh,
name I
You
haven't
do
heard in a
have.
while.
You do know her name. Her name is.
Dragoon woman.
Dragon Whammon. Yes.
It's Imros.
Ah, yes. I found it in my notes as you said it.
Imros.
There is a title that I haven't heard in a while.
I would address it because now I know the name as Imros the Dragon Queen.
May I ask why you ask?
We're headed there.
We're headed there and probably have to converse.
It's important business. Really.
Well, all I can say is that she was once a friend to the people of Dragon's Husk, and then her consort decided, or rather, attacked the people that cared for him. And, well, for what I know, she escaped as her king died protecting her. I wouldn't have a strong opinion of it, apart from the fact that I am saddened by the fact that she has still not understood that collaborating with us as people would be much more helpful for both of us. Alas, the dragons, I haven't and probably will never understood them, as
Oh.
they are creatures much different from us.
Here's hoping that we may get to understand them enough so that we can get their help with certain things concerning everybody, really. But also,
You see that
Sorry.
Jason interjects and goes, well, that dragon is definitely not the friendliest. I remember that she has killed quite the people in the city when I was there, more than I care to count. So I would suggest, as a person that has seen her shadow, just be as careful as you will. I wouldn't be surprised that she's intelligent, but at the same time, she's still a creature that has been away from humans for how much? 9 years now? Maybe a little bit more.
Well, as we understand, is that she lost her egg. And what we plan to do is try and find at least information about it before we approach it, so we have something to offer.
yeah.
That it's a clever way to approach the problem. I wouldn't know, as the egg was part of the conflict, and as far as I understand at the time, it was taken by some people somewhere.
Insight
I
check.
Go ahead. I wouldn't know if they destroyed it.
I want to see if he keeps for himself these people, or oh my god, I did DPT. Yes, 5.
He seems very neutral in this conversation.
I
Doesn't
want
seem
to say in the
be-
bill, we're getting to the conversation, and I've mentioned it now once that this concerns everybody. Do you think it's wise that we share what we're dealing with?
I believe so. We need all the help we can get. But
Then-
before we mention that, let's open the call. Well, let's see where they sit.
yeah, that's a good way to start.
So, while we were in the city, we happened to be invited through questionable means to a party, let's call it, by none other than Hex Colwell. Well, I said that this party wasn't exactly the type where you go and lose yourselves, although that kind of happened. That was an ambush. We were almost killed. But with some luck, we managed to escape.
Yeah, that Cowell guy seems to very casually in your city have some interesting beings guarding his house.
Questionable businesses.
Everybody that has 17 or higher insight, you see, as you guys are talking about Colwell, the king seems less willing to talk all of a sudden.
Mm.
Of
And you see
course.
Jason at the same time. He seems happy that you guys have put this into the table.
Okay.
Interesting.
She's probably been neglecting it.
Yeah. Devils and the likes.
There's other
Shady
things that we've
business.
encountered around him. Very,
Yeah.
very questionable. And it's endangering our lives directly multiple times. Even now, we have to carry our weapons to this meeting instead of just enjoying ourselves, because at any corner there might be who knows what resurrected creature for whatever era after us because of him and his allies. And not only are our lives endangered, which is bad enough, because that means that there is something in your city that has the capability of endangering our lives, but obviously, indirectly, endangers the lives of everybody here.
Well, I am deeply concerned by.
Inside check.
Give me a second, please. By this new informations that you've presented to me, and I hope that you can take in my promise that I will be looking into it.
Yeah, but
As my friend continues to say, he made it quite personal.
we died yesterday. We are extremely lucky that by some miracle there was somebody that had interest in us still to let us live. Look into it. I am, with all my respect, this needs to be dealt with. And this is very, very concerning. As in, not Colwell himself, as far as we've seen yet. We haven't had encounters with him personally, but a very close ally to his has direct contact with, well, how do I put this? It's always difficult to put this on the table.
Do you know the name Karan?
Yes.
It escaped me.
Well, how does Jason react to that name? Because I know that Godfrey and Karan are not really the best buddies.
Even how does the sister react as well.
Yeah.
The religious people.
Give me a second.
What was the other name for Quran that we learned?
There are made names.
Many
Yeah, but
men.
what is the other name that we learned?
You should have
more
taken
doctors.
notes. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I have it. Never mind.
You see that Jason seems oblivious to this thing. However, Deborah seems not knowing, but rather almost as if you hit a nerve as you are saying the name Quran.
Oh no.
Maybe Marduk?
It's not too known of a name.
He
He has
has
many names, but I
many
see that
names. Lord of it all that it is also known as that apparently.
at least your daughter has some idea from what I can tell.
As you say that, you can see that the expression changes, as in she seems a little bit offended by the fact that you guys are looking into this, but alas,
It's my
that's
passive, it's our
her.
passive insight, we can't help it.
Yeah. You can see that he goes. I wish I knew more. I
Well,
wish I could help you.
we can tell you a lot more about this person. How they begin. He is one of the primes, though you probably don't know about him. So that is, good enough
He's
as information.
the god of fate and ruin, and he has been a thorn in our side ever since the newcomers started to exist. And trust me, he does not have good intentions in mind. The fact that he has resurrected, our enemy and is helping, that is in league with Colwell, it's not good for anybody.
His enemy
Not for this country, not for this world.
has a name which is Valerie Lacroix if you
She was a member of a certain organization, Stormcatchers. They weren't. I mean, they were active here, I guess. Yeah. Dangerous criminals. She was a very capable assassin, now even more capable with help of powerful magic, and, as I said, old forgotten gods. She's immortal, as far as we can tell for now. Quite the pickle. As I said, everybody with their own problems. This is a problem for everybody. It's not just about looking into it, it's about preserving everything that you and everybody that came before you is built. Doesn't concern just Colwell, some criminal. Because this god is coming back, and we're trying to stop it as best as a bunch of idiots that can't even speak properly to a king can. I really don't want to kill this knight for you, but as you can imagine,
I wasn't expecting any less from the newcomers. Always thinking about the good being of the people they've been protecting. What to say? All of this comes at me as news. Dire news. But still something that I will definitely take notice of it. And you have my words.
Oh, go ahead.
I don't. I will make sure that our connections with the pantheon of Godfrey and the likes will help us on this situation. We have the people here to understand secrets such as these. Hopefully, these people will be as talented as you have been up until now. Do you happen to have something to look for? Something to take particular notice of? Because, and I hope that you do not see this as a challenge to you, as that is not my plan. Saying that this of the existence of such threat is something that I take heart to it, but it still doesn't help us on dealing with it. If you catch my
Well, we have
words.
a lot of leads, I guess, but we're working on it very as hard as we can, but our best lead was Dragon Queen and her people. They could help.
Yes,
We
there
think
is
that if we find the egg that's missing, she might be more inclined to help us in dealing with this problem, as we have the information that she can indeed help us with this problem.
Now, the big thing is this Karan. He has his way into our, I guess, plane currently. From what we've been told, there was this attack a few months ago where we were around to intervene. Goma and the king died. There was this creature, vampire, that attacked, murdered, I don't remember how many,
Countless.
I
countless,
have
let's
heard
put
of
it
the
at that.
news.
Innocence.
Goma.
But that thing is linked to our friendly neighborhood god. And our ally has been helping us, has basically told us that there are multiple ways to deal with him, all of them involving great effort not only from us but many people. That's why if the dragons can't deal with it or are unwilling, our other option is all of the people of Vaketan for once to put aside their differences and maybe try and work this out together. But obviously it's a bit ambitious. But you know, you're asking us of ways for dealing with this. Our ways are quite grandiose because it's a problem of that scale. But as for now, our current issue, the assassin that seems to be capable of coming back from the dead, for that we have our other own, well, ways to deal with it. All of them, not really any way that somebody could help us with them. Just things that we have to figure out on our own.
Well, the least I can do is offer my support, even though somewhat limited. I will do my best to try and get as many people as I can, but I hope that you understand that given the conflict of the archipelago, we can't leave the people that are there just perish under the other empires.
Of course.
Which means that my hands are shackled right now. I want to help, I wish to help people that have helped us so greatly without asking for anything. But at the same time, the efforts of Ellen have been all done throughout many years. And I hope you understand that me as king announcing that the war has costed hundreds of lives is now cancelled because of you suggesting for us to do so. And not because us do not trust in your judgment, but rather, well, I wouldn't be surprised if some people were less keen on seeing the lives of their loved ones wasted for something that unfortunately not many people know of.
Yes, for now it's an invisible enemy, but maybe we can make it more visible with time to everybody equally, if it comes to the necessity.
Or let's hope not, because people should, well, the panic that would spread would be insane.
Important people, at least.
True. There might be something you could help us with. I'm not too sure if how this works, but there is someone in the city who might have information as to what we seek, but I don't fully know where he is. Uxor, are are you in contact? Do you know how to contact him?
Well, saying that we are in contact would be an overstatement. The only connection that I have with the Mage Council itself is just the rules that my people have to abide to. I think I would be the last person to ask about him. I wouldn't even know where to start to look for him.
Well, that's a shame.
Oh.
The council is not really connected to the state. They're just a separate entity that happens to live among us in Oshil. But that is the extent of my connection with the organization itself.
That is a shame, but understandable. Well, I think that was enough bad news for one night. If everybody agrees.
We tend to carry
Tell
those
me.
around.
I was wondering, considering that you've brought it to the conversation.
Where it
What's
What?
If he says that, I will give
As Oak said
Sebastian all the happy endings
the
he
whole
wants.
thing gets
Oak
thrown
said
off
the
the wind.
bottle of wine. Where is
Fuck off.
I was expecting.
If he said that without any of us mentioning, Sebastian will have the happiest life he would ever wish for. But yet,
Yeah, I can't get out of the character. Sorry. He goes, I was wondering, considering your connections with the people of Aquila, as they are not the most friendly on the politics of the world, where do you put yourselves in this checkerboard of the world?
well, it's quite simple. As you've been noticing, we don't really care about an empire or another, but rather the looming threat of a unstoppable god who will probably destroy every single kingdom or take dominion over them by force or other way. So Aquila, O'Shiel, Melmer, I couldn't care less.
Everybody.
If you say that the problem isn't known, don't worry. If we proceed on this path and somehow make the Dragon Queen willing to help, what wasn't mentioned is that in order to kill this vampire, there needs to be a very big show of power that I'm pretty sure will be noticed everywhere. And when he dies, well, in order to deal with Goran, he needs to be summoned in a weakened version and then killed, which I'm pretty sure everyone will see or know about. So this information not being known is not gonna stay like that for long. And I understand the war for Ellen, although I don't know what it is about, because, well, we have bigger problems right now. I think rather than killing ourselves for resources or other things, maybe, I don't know, be the first to do the smart decision and release a speech, a decree, whatever you want, addressing this situation, making everyone else know about this thing, at least mention it.
For the original question, though, where we put ourselves on the political checkerboard, as you said, ideally, whatever people think, ideally, we put ourselves right in the middle of everybody.
What does he mean with that statement? Even I am trying to process here what he means with a checkerboard.
If there was a war where we ally
Oh, okay. Our allegiances. Okay.
Yes,
We're pretty fucking neutral, I would say.
exactly. If a war starts between two nations, we would rather save the many and kill the few.
Pretty much. That is what we did over there that caused so much controversy.
Adventurers, not politicians.
We try to save lives as best as we can.
Understandable. You can see that he after this, like, as you answer to this, you can see that Theresa is like almost noticing a shift in his like uh like demeanor
Guards kill them all.
as she like holds his hand and is like, it's understandable. The political compass of adventurers is very much dependent on the situation that they find themselves in. On more brighter news, we have summoned you here not only under the suggestion of my son, but also to discuss the preferences that you may have regarding your own day. The people have asked for it, and well, I think that the month of September can easily fit another celebration. Of course, this year it would be October next month, but that would be only if you were to participate into it. So, on that note, I was wondering what you want it to be. We made some thoughts about wanting to celebrate your own people, your own goals, such as adventuring, courage, and the desire for the good of people. However, if you were to want something on another note, I think this is the best moment to speak of it. I understand that it's a difficult place to be put in to decide what your day would look like, but I think that considering it's about your own personas, I think that it would be wise to ask before taking initiative.
I
What do you guys think?
I mean, I personally believe the adventurers as us stand for. It's kind of weird, but something like hope. Even we bring people that need help. We help people that need help. We fight the fight that nobody else would.
This shouldn't be about us.
It shouldn't. Yes, I don't think.
No. It's
Yeah.
it's no. What I'm getting to. It should be
Yeah.
about reminding
I know
everybody
what you're
that
getting to, and
help
I agree.
is, like, people can help themselves. There is always something to fight for, and there is
believe
always a cause for it.
that if all goes well and this day exists after our lifetimes and things like that, it shouldn't be related to us and what we've done or what we believe we represent. It should be about what we've fought for, which is, quite simply, for what you said, hope and just the people to life to keep on living. So
Stand
if
up
people
for
can
what's right.
share
I
their hope.
guess the simple way to see this, to say or see this, regardless of a man's or woman's stature, be equal. Because against what we face, regardless of money, power, influence, or anything, you will die as well as anyone. I see this day as, well, the poor mingle with the rich and they can't tell the difference between each other because we're all the same. People that want to feel safe, happy, to know that
Beautiful values.
they will wake up the next day not having to think of problems like war, death, disease, or plague, or you can name it, there are countless things. I think you get the point.
Yeah, it's not even about your conversation. You can see that, well, then it shall be like that. As I mentioned, if you were to be present, we are ready to host the first ever festival of this kind with your own presence on the next month, on 13th of October.
So that's
But
in a month.
In a
a little bit
month?
less than that. It's uh, today is the I think it's the 19th. Yes, it's the 19th. So so it is weeks, 3 weeks. Yeah, around a month.
Okay. Would we know if the teleport from with the Terra has a cooldown on it?
You have no idea.
Well, we're gonna try to be here, but with our line of work a month from now, people could be
Absolutely.
celebrating our funerals in prison, who knows?
We will be.
Wait, did you say celebrating?
Yes. I
We
did.
will.
Celebrating
We'll
our
make-
funerals.
Yes, I
We'll
did.
make our
As I
best
said.
effort
Wait
to.
a minute. Wait a minute.
We'll make our best effort to be here for the celebration, as it's well, that is not ours, but I guess we help to bring it up.
Understandable. Just keep me updated, I suppose.
Sure.
I mean, we can send purple papers to him or what?
Can
Okay.
We can.
texting with the king.
Oh yeah.
You up?
You off? Wanna
Up
hang?
dog.
And I hang.
As the purple paper enters his through his window and hits him on the forehead as he's sleeping. You
As it dies.
Died from purple paper.
The king was
Tentus-
found with the hole in his head. It is unknown if it's a
Tentus,
sniper
in
bullet.
his- Tentus in his mouth and he chokes onto the purple paper.
Oh,
The
no.
king
Regicide.
With the message on the paper, send me a pic.
Oh my god! No!
sent
No!
nudes.
No! No!
Signed.
We can
Signed.
send Bob and vagina.
Okay. The evening continues, unless you guys want to talk about something else.
No. We brought our
No.
depressing adventure talk to the table.
Okay.
We
Uh,
hang.
Towards the end of the evening, as you're served this fancy type of sorbet type of
Sounds
thing.
fancy.
So
Sorbet, yeah. I
What?
think that's the
Yeah,
word.
sorbet.
yeah,
Sorbet?
The fruit, the frozen fruit into a
Yep.
slush thing.
Fake ice cream?
No.
okay.
You can see that it goes as the night comes to an end. I think that it would be rude of me of not addressing the elephant in the room, as in the
Oh, Bambo is back.
fuck off.
No. Fuck off.
Reckless. Great.
Divine intervention.
Statement of your generosity and your services.
Oh
As
no.
you can see that from behind you, two guards come
Oh,
with
yeah.
chests,
Sneak
Oh yeah.
Snack attack.
as they put it
Is it a
on,
mimic?
on the table, and they open it. I would love to offer you the sum of 200,000 gold pieces.
Big
Ah,
one.
yes.
Ah,
Ka-ching.
Oh, you don't have to, as I just put all the gold into. You don't have to give us money.
You can see that Daniel's eyes.
No.
Oh
lit
no.
up.
oh no!
No.
Oh my god! Why? Who invited him? Who the fuck?
10% of that is fine, boys.
Fine,
You
give
made-
20k. Who gives a fuck?
Shut the
We
fuck up, Daniel. You should never
are
have brought him.
we are very astounded by this sum, but just want to make sure this is not to gain our allegiance in some things.
Absolutely.
Unless you
This
pay
is
us
just
every
to show
day,
my
maybe.
appreciation, or rather, or Shield's appreciation of your services. We're
Well,
just hoping that our dealing with you is remembered and is not dreaded.
Of course.
I mean, yeah, I guess we could get.
Poor Christine, she's never seen that much money ever. No.
We
She-
will.
She's forcing herself to not scream right now.
Reach Eric. Wait, what?
So about that marriage, Eric?
Yeah,
I
marriage.
don't think I've ever mentioned marriage.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, this is a big sum, and we'll put this gold to good use.
Crafting a weapon.
No, it's-
Let's buy that fucking.
We have many gold is quite necessary for adventuring.
Yeah, it turns out that our enemies are well funded as well. Always helps.
Well, I think that it is best for us to retreat to our night lives. I hope you had the opportunity to. I hope you had the opportunity to speak your piece, and I hope that we will meet again.
Definitely.
Hopefully.
If not sooner, then on well, I guess the Newcomer Day is the name.
The new day?
New day?
Newcomers.
The
New day?
The day.
The
The day?
I like New Day.
Oh, yeah. That's what
Yes.
It's
they were about
fact.
gone.
Times change.
It is in fact a new day.
It is. Well, great.
It's a metaphor, but also
We are so intellectual.
Yes.
big brain.
Very.
Huge brain.
A new day that repeats every year and it's technically not new.
Shut
Shut
up.
up, Raymond. Don't ruin this.
Too
You
late.
were
Too late.
nice. You were nice and
Kill it.
quiet the whole.
Kill it. Guards!
No, I don't say this out
What
loud.
did he
Guards,
say?
take the mage!
What did he say?
And put a D in his name.
Question.
And
What
he
did
has.
he say? I didn't hear what he was.
Don't worry about it. Don't.
Yo, you
It's a
say it.
royal decree.
Say it.
There's a new day
Wish-
isn't new.
you
if you do
I
are
it.
wish I
now-
could kick you very hard.
Okay, now
Well,
stop
they-
asking, Patrick.
Raymond.
Let's continue. I haven't
You
said
see
that.
that
Okay.
Raymond dozes off as he's very tired right now.
Chop his head
Uh
off.
huh. Uh huh.
It was a pleasure and a wonderful night, regardless of the topics of discussion.
Nods.
Hopefully you can meet
Also,
under-
this wine specifically, I don't know how it's called, but it's one of the best wines I've ever drank.
It is very good.
Whoever made it, it must be a genius and a god.
God damn
It
it.
brings curious memories.
I wonder where the creator of this wine is.
Yeah.
But as a matter of fact,
No. Sure.
I mean,
we know.
if this is actually a conversation,
We know.
I am saying that.
He doesn't say that.
I would say. Oh,
Wow.
Oh, it's fine, I would-
Silenced. I'm being
No,
silent.
no. The king doesn't say what I said.
Silence.
Silence.
I would never do that.
Silence.
Apart from
Unless
rape,
it's do it longer.
well, it. Funny enough, the owner of the Carbonara brand, or this co-owner, was a guy that was in the party a while back.
Yeah.
It's a funny coincidence that we talk about the day and everything, and well, he was one of the people that is even. Well, we owe this day to. He's no longer here.
And I was going to say what phrase?
Where is Clown?
No longer here.
Well, actually, to two people, but yeah.
Just
Let's
resurrect.
hope that his memory is never forgotten.
As long as this day lasts, he will always be here.
As long as you buy his wine, it's gonna be fine.
He is in all of us as we drink this one.
Oh my god.
Drink me.
Not gonna make it
as awkward as when Jesus was a fucking prick.
Okay, so the night comes to a closure,
What
It
did
does.
you just say?
and
Nothing?
you would be accompanied outside, not by the king, of course, but by some guards. As you guys walk back to the cart, well fed, well, well talked, and the likes.
Well paid?
Well paid.
Paid.
Also,
money.
before Daniel mentions it, I just, well, when I enter the car, I just give him his 20k gold.
Just dump it on his
My
body so
hand
he
hurts.
dies.
Good.
Somebody-
But as you guys come to the cart,
Ah,
Not there.
no,
The
you
boat is
see that on the docks, there is there's basically Bad Henry that is like looking over it. But you can see on the wooden platform of the docks, you see this quite sizable troll.
Troll?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh.
no. We
It's
we
time
we
to
killed this guy.
go.
You remember that you killed this guy.
We killed this guy?
why who screams?
Did you kill that guy or what? Who killed
No,
this guy?
this is the
Wait.
spider. This is the
Do
Spider-Man's
we
troll.
all of a sudden remember?
You don't.
Ah,
As you can hear, I'm here just to sell the things to this adventuring people. I don't plan on doing anything sketchy as you say it.
Who is it?
what
I'm
the-
confused.
We
when
go,
they're going to
well, we are-
come, you are going to have a bad time.
Oh
Oh
my
Is
god.
this Sans?
Please don't kill him right now. Someone.
I'm confused who he is.
Do you are
He
you
wasn't there.
retarded?
He wasn't there that session
Oh.
when we met him
Oh.
originally.
You guys met when you guys went to the gullet some time ago. You guys went to the gullet and met a guy called Zahak. And
The speeder
Zahak
guy.
had as minions, he had a spider with red drying growths over it, and this big troll that guarded him, basically. You know that when you met him, you made a deal, but then your memories were modified so that you believe
Oh.
that you have killed him.
Oh,
killed
that
them.
okay. Now I understand. Now I understand. I was like, who's this guy? Now I know.
You see this big grayish troll with like growths on its like shoulders, like this moss growing on its shoulders. You see that something that is different from your memories, that on its waist he has like this belt with basically the symbol of a spider type of thing, with some red rime within this belt. You see that he has a bag of holding with him, and as you guys are approaching, you see he goes, "Oh, there they are."
It seems
So-
that more than one has the tendency to come back from the dead.
What the fuck? Didn't we kill this guy?
Yes, we did.
What is
Oh.
go?
Time to go again, I
Your
guess.
heads are still gone, I see. It's fine. Your heads are still fine to buy things,
Our
yes?
heads are here on our shoulders.
Our heads are totally fine, and you're supposed
Now
to be
your
dead.
head could not be on your
Well-
shoulders if you don't
well-
explain yourself.
I'm just not dead. I just want to. I was sent here for that you can buy things before you depart. You
Sent here
you
by
went to
who?
king. I think. Did you get paid? I think he paid a lot. So my master said that if you have money,
Oh, so your master is alive as well.
Oh my god. Does everyone we killed just come back to life now?
Apparently so.
I have many masters.
You do? How many?
At least one.
Many.
It's time
Many,
for
one,
waterboarding?
many.
Okay. What do your
One too
masters
many.
do? What do they sell? What do
What do you have to offer?
Why do you serve them? Your masters.
Because they're my masters.
That's not good enough.
Good enough.
Makes sense to me, actually. Yeah.
What is this master's name that you are here on the
Let
legend?
us not fucking be retarded against this creature who wants to sell his goods to
Let's
us.
see what he has first.
Now there's a
no,
sword
it's-
for the. What is this? A stone, and a lamp,
Okay.
and the mask,
I guess
and the
we are
star.
to. Oh wait. What?
You can see that he
Huh.
sets up like he puts down a table that he was on
So
his or
curious.
like on his back, puts it down, and puts like he empties his barrel holding.
Oh,
Of course, no funny business.
no funny business.
We're just friends here.
Yep.
You can see Henry that is like, what the fuck is going on?
Okay.
See that Daniel and Aclorth and go in. Would you be here or would you be accompanying Mrs. Christine? That's my question.
We should get this one for chance.
Which one?
Does she want to come to the car?
Give me a second, I'm gonna read
This
that.
ring.
Yeah, I'm gonna read.
She doesn't really have a strong opinion about it. She's like, well, tomorrow there's no school, so I guess.
Then she comes to the car. There's too much to read.
Your text is just lore.
Yeah, I don't care.
Can I
about-
have this? This is very good.
Yeah, you
For
see
me.
the price.
Yeah, but it's very good.
Yeah, I know. Just if you have the money, you can buy it. And for the people with like at least 14 intelligence or wisdom would recognize something from this thing as I don't know something. Looking into it is like this seems familiar. It's like on the tip of your tongue. As is this white liquid with strange particles within it. I don't know.
Spider spawn.
It's like deja vu.
Yeah, it feels odd.
I mean, yes, this item is very funny. It's funny.
Which one?
This guy has a lot of very good things. That thing must be really good for chance.
That's what happens. I mean, it could be good for anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. It's not most effective on the guy with amnesia.
Also, I get to do.
One thing is memories that are forgotten. One thing the memories that have been removed from your head because you have a trauma. That's all I'm going to say.
Don't do us like that.
So you're telling me I could waste 50,000 gold and not get anything out of
Don't
it?
do us like that.
I mean, it's a powerful item.
Yes, but
Oh, it has another side. Does it have another side?
yes, it does.
Does it?
Ah,
Does. And stop.
ah.
Stop.
I will-
Can alt shift.
Oh.
You guys alt shifting are looking at the side that you already read.
Yeah.
Now it has
I
been heard.
know. Okay. This one does not. This one does not, and this one does not. So this one is the only one that has a backside, right? This one also has. So it's basically just a polymorph ring, or what?
Yes, but instead of being any creature, is any aberration, and it's chosen by me.
Huh?
I don't
Okay.
understand the difficulty of that. From what I just said.
Well, go wild. We have money now.
Yeah, yes, it's
I-
wasted immediately.
Only one thing, and that's this talisman of exemplary healing.
Okay. Bam.
That's why I wanted you guys to see if you guys stole it from the people or not. If you were great to the key, that's all I'm gonna say.
I don't particularly want anything from this, so
Me neither.
but these items are not bad. I
Just a
just
minute. What?
I have a very useless attuned item, so I'm trying to figure out if I require.
So it suffers -10 for 2 rounds. Yeah.
wait. This first item is amazing. Like it either has lower initiative or is slowed.
Yes.
So
These
that's a cool
items
one.
are all incredibly powerful. That's all I'm gonna say. And apart from one being specifically for a caster, the others are for everybody.
What is only for casters?
This one.
Oh.
Of course. I mean, I can technically.
I don't
cast.
know what fear is.
It's a spell.
It's a
It makes people
decently
afraid.
powerful spell.
But it's not about the first part of the spell of the item that makes you incredibly strong.
Yeah, I know the illusion part is what you're referring to.
Yes.
We don't really have an illusion wizard though. I guess I don't know.
I mean, a wizard could learn some illusion spells if it came to that. I'm pretty sure I have some, but no, not that many. That is worth it. There are some pretty good low-level illusion spells. Wondrous Wall.
It's not made for low-level illusions.
Don't come and tell me Wondrous
And you
Wall.
can
is-
upcast it and still gets.
I'm kind of curious about this like story.
Yeah, Lickstone is good.
All I'm gonna
This
say,
stone is
Lick-
yes.
it's a name that you guys have read here. That's all I'm gonna say.
Where? Huh?
On the Lumen. It's one of the names of the
Ah.
Archmages.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, was
Um,
imprisoned apparently. Cool.
Concentration.
This is 50k gold though.
Yeah,
they're
it's
all
legendary
over
items.
50k gold.
Can I deattune this from something I have right now? I
Yeah,
can
I'm
deattune
gonna
from
have to give
iridescent
up.
bracers. I have 24C.
Gonna
but
have
also,
to give up on the fucking psychic stone for this thing.
I think it's worth buying this, even though I don't get it. If somebody wants it.
I mean, I think I could get use out of this item.
It is definitely worth it.
Yeah, it's thematic. Doesn't mess with my action economy in any way. It's useful for the party in general. Yeah,
If you roll like your billion,
I have
Fucking
+8 right
initiative.
now.
you have +6. But it's also like
I
you
have
can
+0.
you can steal initiative from somebody for all shit, and you can give someone your initiative, which is huge.
Yeah,
And
it's a pretty good item.
Yeah, and I can in 2 levels can have a minimum initiative consistently
Okay.
because I add my proficiency to initiative, which means
And you can make a -10 on initiative for some enemies if you.
Yeah.
Either
yeah,
-10 initiative or sold them for a round, which fucks them.
yeah, it does.
Alright, anything else? Do you want the poison?
I'm
poison?
thinking if I want the poison.
Actually, you hit them with both. No, wait, you don't.
All I'm gonna
You
say,
have one of.
all of these items, the legendary items, have a way or another to connect you to some lore tidbits that could either help you or not help. That's all I'm gonna say. They're not just items.
Well,
As
of
they
course
have
they are.
as it is suggested into the large part of lore that is written in each of the cards.
would-
Yeah.
Is it too much to ask for this thing as well?
Paid
If I pay
content.
half of it?
What does it do?
I don't know. I
Don't
just
save.
it could be
I-
really good. I'm gonna pay half of it,
It's-
of course.
Half of it? What do you mean half of it?
I mean, it's 2.8k, sure.
Why would you pay? Yeah,
It's
well,
not
yes.
it's not a 2-minute item, so why
Because
not?
I just want it. I want it because it could be good.
It's not a 2-minute item. It's
Yeah.
fine. We can just take it. No, we got also some money. Doesn't mean we need to spend it in Witcher the same night we got it. But also go wild. We are facing difficult times.
This is a
Wait, so you want-
very
should I or should I
pricey
not pay
truth
half of it?
serum.
It's,
And
we'll figure this out. Don't worry.
Okay. Oh yeah, I wanted to
I
know.
think the truth serum is.
You gave me
very,
the
very good.
Electrum tab recipe thingy, yeah?
What?
This recipe?
Yeah, what about it?
What would it cost to? Is it something you can just get, or is it not? Like
It's
the
here.
Electrum.
Balance.
It's not. Oh, okay.
Electrum, you can get it. Just need to go to a place where you could think
Okay.
Electrum
Okay,
would
I
be.
see. I see. Okay, so it's like okay.
And just so you guys don't feel pressed for time, what I'm gonna say is that because the next tidbit of adventure is gonna be a big part, the session would end right now.
yeah, and I was just thinking that it's an appropriate time to just leave the stream. They don't need to know which item we buy. They're gonna figure it out
I
when
had
we have
one more
it
thing
on our thing.
as we are buying. There was one more thing I wanted to do for
Mhm.
we the city and all. I want to send 2 purple papers. The first one, I guess, would be to John Smith,
Okay.
and I would ask him how, because it was mentioned in this conversation, how is Aquila doing, if everything is okay, if the place is recovering, if people are happy and so on.
hmm Do you send a purple paper with it?
Yes.
Okay, so that's 2 purple papers.
2?
Yeah, 2 because 1 to send it, 1 for him to use it.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Would I be able to find this Electrum in alchemist shops as well with the?
You can certainly try.
I will have to find out where I can find that shit.
Yes.
Because something
You can
that
also
blinds
buy
them
adamantine.
for the next of their end of their turn, that's really good.
What about the other papers? Sorry.
The other purple paper I would send to Yavig.
Oh, shit.
And I guess I would send 2 as well. And I would say something along the lines of, I write to you in a great time of need as the world is. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna just write it to you,
Okay.
It's
and
fine.
I'm gonna post it into the general Discord as well.
I'm gonna end the stream here, and
Good
I
night,
guess
stream.
yeah.
Good night,
I'm
stream. See you
gonna-
tomorrow for
Yeah,
more depression in this mansion.
Remember to check out our YouTube channel.
yeah.
Or Mixer.
If you want
Okay.
to be a bit less confused about what the fuck is going on, on the
Yeah.
YouTube channel.
What is the
Yeah.
word count of the purple paper?
Good night.